Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
And now, Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. No reading, no research, just strong opinions.
All right, hello. What's going on? I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me? Well, that's all I need, Joe. Hey, it's you're listening to Uninformed, as you heard from the intro there, Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. And believe it or not, we're finally back. We're finally back live. So at any point you guys want to call in, we can actually talk to you as opposed to pretending. Since we've been doing since, like, what, April? When's the last time we took a call on this show?
Yeah, for the last 4 months ago.
Yeah.
I felt like when you're like a kid and you have your friends over, you're like, let's make a radio show on your boombox. I felt like that's what we were doing.
Splicing it together.
Yeah.
But, so anyways, people been... Actually, I think I got maybe 5 emails, Joe. People saying that they're excited that we were back. I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm definitely...
I'm psyched.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
This feels like a real radio show, even though we're in the Baby XM room.
Yeah, we're back in the Baby XM. They're doing some renovations over here, so we're in the small room again with the door shut, and there's no air conditioning. So,
it's gonna be
or is
time.
there air conditioning? It's just not that good.
You know what it is, dude? It's your fucking aura.
It's my aura?
Yeah, just heating up the room.
My stink.
But anyways, all right, let's actually try to be entertaining here. A lot of shit has happened since the last time we did this show. Joe DeRosa turned 30 years old.
Big 3-0.
Still not doing sit-ups.
Not so sit-ups. Still eating like shit.
Yep. I'm moving to L.A.
Bill's moving to L.A.
Joe DeRosa's renting my apartment. So right now, he signed a lease the other day. Actually, how do you feel about that, Joe? You are legally bound to me. You should have a little bit quiver in your voice when you talk to me now.
I don't feel good about it, Bill.
You know what? I don't feel good about you not feeling good about it. 'Cause I really need you to make the rent so I can go out to L.A. and become the next redheaded Punky Brewster.
You need me to make rent so you can continue to be legions more successful than I am. And I'll pay the rent.
That reminds me of the first show, dude. I totally forgot how fucked up your credit is.
Yeah, my credit's fucked. You're going to rebuild it, though.
Are you already fanning yourself with your
big
I'm platypus hand?
I'm already hot. You're going to rebuild my credit.
You really have big, long piano-playing hands.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have any sort of musical ability?
I play the drums, Bill, as you know, and I play a little guitar.
Oh, yes.
I always wanted to play piano, though, but I just never... It was too late in life. That's going to be my thing that I say to my grandkids when I'm dying. I always wanted to learn piano.
I think it's going to be a lot of things. I always wanted to be a better father, but started too late. I had you kids when I was 60.
So wait, Bill is that? Are you opening the door?
I'm opening the door.
Dude,
if I got to watch you fan yourself like some golden age starlet,
they told us to shut the door because it would sound better, but fuck it, it's too hot. And the door is it's like a goddamn prison door. That thing. Look how thick that door is.
It's a bank.
So anyway, Bill's moving
to
L.A. and I did sign the lease. I am locked in, contractually locked to Bill Burr for a year.
For the next 12 months.
For X amount of dollars every month to live in your apartment, and which means now this is the tough part. It's not renting the apartment. It's not you being my landlord. It's that Bill owns the apartment, so his name is on the lease, and it's a co-op. So if I fuck up, he gets in trouble, which it's you know what I mean? It's not a good feeling when it's like, don't fuck up or your friend's going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? That's where the tension comes from right now. Okay, that's good.
We just got our first little update. Phones aren't on and they're working on it. Fantastic. Good. I thought the show was bombing. I was like, wow, nobody gives a shit. Evidently, everybody's over at the PNC in New Jersey. That number is 866-WOW-1-WOW. I didn't say it at the top of the show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. And, it would be great if the phones were working. Dude, this
Back to the drawing board.
Should be fucking on public access cable in 1978. We should be sitting here with big lapel mics with even wider
This is like it's like we answered an ad in the back of Boys Life magazine. Did you ever want to do a radio show?
Dude, fuck that. You know what? We put on one of the best mediocre shows on
We have
XM.
a great show, Bill.
We do.
We have a great show. We are. So, how do you feel about me being tied to you for the next year?
Okay, to go with Uninformed, with our percentages, I feel, you know what? I feel 78% that you're going to do the right thing, but I know you're going to fuck up. You're going to do something.
What kind of thing is that to
I'm going to
say?
tell you why. Because, was it 3 years ago, you helped me move, sort of. You just showed up with like other comics, right? And you were looking for stage time. That's why you showed up.
Basically.
And all you would do was you would rather than actually move shit, you would just look at heavy boxes and then just sit there and rub your head, acting like you were trying to do this physics problem. Like, God, how do I get my arms underneath that? And
I was there because you paid me $50.
I paid. That was a paid spot.
You paid me $50. You cheap bastard. To move your shit. You paid me and Kurt $50. Steve Burr didn't take the money.
Steve Burr didn't take the money.
And you got us to move all your shit for $100. You know how much it would have cost you to hire manpower to do that? Any idea?
Joe, first of all, exactly. It would have cost me more. That's why I got
a fortune.
But you got fucking stage time out of it. I got
put no stage time
Joe,
out of it.
It happened. It's on the internet.
I got no.
JoeHelpsBillMove.com. It's on the fucking internet. And not only that, you didn't even fucking do anything.
I watched the
Shut
truck.
Up. You didn't do. You watched the truck. That's what the broad does. We should have given you a fucking apron.
You know what?
Shut up. You didn't do shit. You're gonna make me look cheap, dude. You did not.
You got the job you paid for. You got the job you paid for. And I was the only one with balls enough to give you that kind of fucking job.
Fuck you're lazy.
Everybody else was carrying boxes. Where does this go, Bill?
That's bullshit.
Where would you like your drum set, Mr. Burr?
Let's back up for a second. First of all, it was a studio apartment. All right, let's not make it seem like I had like a fucking.
That was not a studio. There was rooms.
What happened to your voice right there? You hear the pitch in his voice. That's why he can't pick up. Oh my God, it's too heavy. I'll watch the truck. You know what I should have got $51 bills and slapped them right in your unappreciative face. You think you could have carried $51 bills?
You
over to the next diner? You motherfucker. I'm cheap.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You gave us $100 total to move your shit. That would have cost you $500 to get professional guys to come in and do that.
My shit wouldn't have got broken.
I didn't break your shit.
They wouldn't be fucking standing around.
I've been taking blame for breaking your shit for the last 3 years. I didn't break that fucking picture.
You didn't break it. It was Kurt Metzger. But you know what? He was trying. You know what I mean? It's like he dove for the ball, he didn't catch it.
Well,
I can't get mad at him. As opposed to you, who pull up because you're afraid of getting hit over the middle.
You know, a retarded kid tries. You can give him something to carry down the steps. What's the fucking point? I said a retarded kid tries. I mean, he gets an E for effort, but he's still fucking useless, is my point.
That's where you have to take this argument?
What?
You have to make fun of people.
No, I'm not making fun of retarded kids, but I'm saying you
support the terrible job that you did helping me move, and you got $50.
The only person with a mental problem was the guy that thought it was adequate to give $50 to get guys to move his shit. Here we go with another update from Steve. Sean, excuse me.
Here.
You're okay.
Sean's our fill-in producer.
So are the phones going to be on at any point?
Hopefully, I'm calling him in 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Are the microphones on? Is this being broadcast?
Yeah.
Or are we just going to run this later?
Sean, ladies and gentlemen, is filling in for Danny tonight.
I'm missing Danny. I'm definitely missing
Phones
Danny.
work when Danny was here, Sean. Can you hear is the mic picking up the laughter through the open door?
No, I got you guys. 5 minutes, I promise.
There it is.
Sean, I don't like your used car salesman smile. It's really starting to annoy me.
You called him my cokehead smile last time.
Oh, is that what it is? Whatever it is,
smile.
It involves
That's
something
hilarious.
illegal.
He has a smile like Jack Nicholson in Batman when he's sitting across the boardroom table before he electrocutes that guy to death.
You know what? I hate all of those movies.
What one?
I like the original ones with Burt Ward. The ones
I like those. I don't like the Tim Burton ones, but I like the Christian Bale one. That one was good.
I fell asleep, Joe.
That's a shame.
But it was only because I was tired.
That's a shame. Were you tired from moving stuff around, you big tough man?
No, I wasn't tired. I was tired from hiring glorified open micers who were middling for some reason. You didn't pick up a... Joe, you didn't do shit. You were the laziest motherfucker.
I didn't do shit, and I didn't get
Joe,
shit.
You know what you were? You shamed your Egyptian heritage.
We didn't move anything.
You know what I learned? Wait a minute, shut up. You know what I learned by watching you help me move? The Egyptians did not build the fucking pyramids.
We didn't move a goddamn
stone. Around looking at stones like, what the fuck?
The Egyptians enslaved people to do it for them. That's a fact.
I mean, that's a fact. Why? Who did it?
That's a fact. They had slaves that did it.
And what was their background?
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because they
Who
were
was it?
Jewish.
They were Jewish. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what? You know what? Black
Yeah.
people claim that they do it.
Yeah.
I don't buy. You know why I don't
want
buy
to get
that
into
shit?
this. I don't want to get into this.
I don't buy that shit because it's like, okay, so you go up there, right? All the Zulus go up there, they build the pyramids, and then they just like, well, I guess we proved our point, and then they went back to their huts.
Just can we verify something? When
You know
you
what I'm
said
saying?
all the Zulus, you're referring to that actual tribe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. The same way. I mean,
Okay.
the same way, dude. Dude, I can't even hammer a fucking nail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be like, why do I got to handle everything with fucking kid gloves? The show is called Uninformed, so I don't know what the proper term is for somebody. African is stupid because Egyptians are African. African is a continent.
Black guy,
Yeah, some black dude.
right?
Okay, how are they living, man? They didn't have any fucking pyramids downtown there. In South Africa over there.
Downtown over there.
Like Archie Bunker.
You see there.
See, this is right now. This is what you need right now. We need somebody who actually knows something about
To call in.
about the Zulu tribe and their ability
The
to.
phone's going to ring and it's going to be somebody
make
going,
mortar.
you're fired.
Who's it going to be? Al Sharpton taking
This
a
is
break.
the president of XM. You're fired. All right.
Dude, this thing it's not even being broadcast. Okay, the
So
phones
wait a
aren't
second.
on. We're
Now-
not even in a real room.
Now here's
Let's
something.
change the name of the show to the Tree Fort Show. Okay, and we'll sit here, look at Playboys, and giggle.
That's kind of how I feel about taking over your apartment. Like you know when your friend gets rid of his bike because he gets a better bike and he's like, you want my old bike? I give it to you for like $100.
You know what I call it the Bobby Kelly syndrome. When Bobby
Yeah.
gets some new piece of technology, right?
Yeah.
And then he has his old one, like, dude, check this out, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I bought this a week ago. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah. And the second, it's got a 35-inch screen. Then the second you buy it, dude, I got a new one. It's got 41. His screensaver was mine's better.
So I think the phones are online now. Is that true, Sean?
I have no idea.
Sean?
What's up?
Are the phones online? Is that why you went okay?
Nah, we're having a problem in D.C. apparently.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is why the phones are not gonna be on. When your engineer, where you're like, Sean, he just goes, "What's up?" Dude, just go back to smoking or snorting, whatever you're doing. We're just gonna once again do 3 hours of fucking radio staring at each other.
I'm calling him like every 5 minutes, so I'm gonna
Call them every two, you cocksucker.
The second I get updated is the second you guys will get updated.
All right.
I like how his mic sounds better than mine.
It does. He's nice
It really
and
does.
crisp
He's
and
nice.
clear. He's got that fucking Shadow Stevens bass tone going on over there, and we
don't
got
know who that
nothing.
is.
You don't know who Shadow Stevens is?
No, I don't,
The
Joe.
announcer.
But you know what I do
The
know how to
famous
do?
announcer.
Is pick up a box when somebody pays me $50 to do it.
How do God, I want these fucking phones to come on because I want to know what these people would feel like if you were their landlord. That's what I
Dude,
want
most
to know.
times when people help their friends move, the guy just
We
gives them-
weren't friends
they
back
give-
then.
They give
We
them
weren't
beers afterwards.
friends at all.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why did you do it?
Because you offered me $50 and I was that poor. I needed $50.
Okay.
So
I helped you out.
yeah, and I helped
Hey, if
you
you're
out.
standing on the corner with a fucking tin cup, Joe, I don't think beggars can be choosy.
I helped you out.
That is a saying.
I helped you out. I know what to say. And I helped you out. You needed somebody to watch the fucking truck. I watched it. What were you going to do? Leave your shit out there unarmed or unmanned or whatever? I stood on that truck, made sure
Dude,
nobody stole shit.
were taking shifts. It was a 4-floor walk-up. It was
I
brutal.
moved-
I'm not going to lie to you. It was brutal.
It was
but
awful.
Steve Byrne was like the marathon man, just running up
Really?
and down the stairs.
Remember when Steve Byrne left for 2 fucking hours in the middle of it and then came back?
No, Joe. The only thing I remember was you not doing shit.
You're hurtful.
Maybe I don't remember because Steve didn't even accept payment.
Because he was headlining 18 colleges a week and he didn't need the
No,
fucking
you know why?
money.
Because Steve Byrne is a decent guy.
He is a decent
He's at
guy.
least 38% more of a decent human being than you are, Joe.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that? I feel... you know what, Bill? I'm not
What?
going to go that route with you. I feel,
No, you went that route.
I feel 95% great that you're my landlord and that you're my friend.
Totally different subject, and don't try to guilt me. And dude,
And-
every once in a while, friends have riffs, okay? And we brought up something we shouldn't have brought up. All right.
No, we should have brought it up. It was funny. It was funny. I think we talked about
All right.
that
Then why do you have to have the fucking "We Are the World" ending to it?
Because I'm being a douche. What do you
All right, you know what,
being
you got
fucking
me.
sincere?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm being a douche. You should sell those T-shirts at the end of your show.
I'm being a douche.
No, because I'm being a douche. And that would explain
That's the
90% of your
fifth-
fucking behavior.
That's the fifth T-shirt idea you've given me. We should put this for when the phones come back on. Let's have the callers vote on this. Vote on what T-shirt I should sell, because you said I should say. That's the newest one. Because I'm being a douche. One of them was scratch-proof my ass because my glasses were scratched.
Oh yeah, no wait, you got to give the backstory. Joe just has a habit of just saying dumb shit that I think would look good on a T-shirt. And the other day, he's in my apartment, which is soon to be his apartment, and he's just in his own world, looking at his new glasses, and he starts rubbing them with his T-shirt like an 80-year-old man. He goes, scratch-proof my ass. Dude, that should have been on a 1950s sitcom or something. But the greatest thing, Joe, is if any of these, you're going to have to say them like at least as many times as Bill Engvall says, here's your sign in an hour.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign. You're going to have to be scratch-proof my ass, and you got to
There's
shrug
no
your...
way to work that. Yeah, I know. There's no way to work that into anything. That's impossible.
Because I'm being a douche would be easy.
Because I'm being a douche. Yeah, so I'll do the bit. So then I say to the waiter, go fuck yourself, beat. Because I'm being a douche. And then the audience fucking erupts and claps, right? All right.
Joe, the amount of T-shirts you would sell, as much as you're mocking that, I'll tell you right now, I've had middle acts. One of my pet peeves is feature acts with T-shirts, because there's nothing America loves more than a fucking T-shirt. And I'll have like a comedy CD, like content, what I like to think, some sort of art on it. They don't give a shit.
No, they just want a T-shirt.
Yeah, if you have a fart joke on a T-shirt, they're all over it. You got those in quadruple XL?
People love T-shirts for some fucking reason. I don't know what is it about a T-shirt that people go so crazy about.
Well, because you can't have enough of them, Joe. They're like whores. They're like, come on, man. I have a whole. Look at this. I got a Comedy Works T-shirt. I really look like a road hack, don't I?
You do.
That's the sign of for people who are actually listening. God knows we have no idea because there's no fucking phones. The sign of a road hack. Rich Voss used to always do that. He was always good.
And when you see the guy, you know the road comic on the clip show, because he's wearing the shirt that says, like, Beefy's Burger Joint, Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I mean? He's wearing the shirt from the place that he ate because the fucking owner of the club took him there after the first show. You got to try these burgers, you know?
Dude, you know, I got to admit, I do that because it's so hard to find a truly obscure T-shirt now. Because you go down to
They're cool sometimes. They're cool T-shirts
Best
sometimes.
Buy, not Best Buy, Urban Outfitters. Probably owned by the same guys. They mass produce obscure T-shirts.
Forget it. It's finished. I went in. I have a gift card for Urban Outfitters for like $50, you know. And I went in and tried to buy a shirt.
You hear about the roach problem they had down there?
It was impossible.
You heard about the roach problem at Urban Outfitters?
No.
I heard them. They're like it's all like in the T-shirts and stuff.
You know what? I did hear about that. I thought it wasn't rat. I heard it was rats.
It was something, but they were attacking customers.
And there was, I heard too, like a bunch of kids. You know how they found out about it? Was that a bunch of, like, I guess hipster kids, whatever, bought T-shirts. And the kids kept, you know, brand new T-shirts, whatever, and they were bringing them back in and saying, this T-shirt has a stain on it. And they didn't know what the stain was. And they had gotten
That's because they said it in, like, an ironic way, so they didn't think that they were actually serious.
But they'd gotten back, like, you know, something like 50 or 75 or 100 T-shirts with the same stain. And they looked into it, and they found out it was fucking fecal matter.
And that's why they went out of business.
Yeah.
I think we can actually get sued for this shit, because usually we have phone people calling in. They didn't go out of business.
I know. Are we not allowed to say
there
what we just said?
There was no roaches. Dude, we're uninformed. We have no idea whether or not they're in business or not.
We just made that up in case...
I know, now we got to say that. What, in case Al Sharpton gets pissed off?
We have to say, what's that Kathy Griffin thing? We have to say allegedly after everything?
I don't know, but you have to have bangs when you say it.
Okay. So I'm at the... That's my Kathy Griffin impression.
All right, people, you are listening to Uninformed. I believe you're listening to it, because I don't know if this is actually going out. The phones are still down. When they come back up, it's 866-WOW-1-WOW. And we were going to have people call in and, try to predict the disasters of... This is what we're going to do for the rest of the show. We're going to tell what would have happened if we could actually interact with our small puddle of a fan base.
Don't knock them. Don't knock the fan base down.
I'm not knocking them.
They're out there. They're strong. They're
I'm
a
not
legion.
knocking them.
They're a legion.
They are a legion. What is your definition of a legion?
A legion. They're a legion.
I heard you that. Well, what the fuck? Is there a standard
Did
number
you say
for
allegiant?
No, I said a legion, but I
My
said
definition
I fucked
of a
it up as I
legion?
said it. Yeah. How many people is in a legion, Joe? You know.
Whoever's out there. I'm going to go with 500,000.
That's not a legion.
That's a legion.
That's not a legion. That's a population. That's a country.
A legion. A Legion of Doom. How many was in the Legion? 6?
It wasn't 500,000.
6 was the Legion of Doom. That's not a lot.
I
I'm
think it's,
saying
you know
it
what?
metaphorically.
So that's what a legion is. A legion is a small group of people that agree to do something evil. Like whoever the phone guy is running here at XM. He probably got together with somebody else.
But you wouldn't call... All right. Listen. Here's the thing. What is the percentage of America listening to us right now? That's what I want to know. That's basically what we're getting to. What is the percentage of this country that you think is listening to us?
Right now? Well, I can tell you what percentage is calling in right now. 0.0.
0.0.
0.0. And why we going to harp on it for the rest of the show?
No.
I don't think we should. I think we should take the positive, Joe.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we should find the love.
That's why I called him a legion.
A legion. A legion. There's 6 truckers driving across Tennessee right now, and they're listening.
And they're into it.
That's
they're
right.
Into it.
And they're sitting on their extra fluffy pillow to make sure they don't get the hemorrhoids before they pull into a Hardee's.
There's some guy right now parked in a truck stop with his cock in a tranny's mouth.
And he doesn't even know it yet. He doesn't even know it yet.
He's listening to this show right now. And she's laughing. Like that, with his dick in her mouth.
Well, the thing is he still thinks it's a woman. So right now, he really thinks he's the luckiest person alive. But you know, they always have those fancy reflectors, both on the inside and outside, and that's when he's going to be, you know, see up his skirt and look like, and you know, it's going to look like he's looking at a shaved bull mastiff.
I don't know what a bull mastiff is. But that's
I don't know, but I think they have balls.
That's a
well,
funny
I guess
word.
there are female ones.
Oh, also, too, just another quick order of preliminary business before we get into the real subject
Yeah, this is our half-hour warm-up
of the show. Is we're doing a new thing on Uninformed where we're going to feature a band. We're going to feature one band and an album by that band on every show. So every song that you hear as we go to break today is going to be from one album, and the album is Stranger Than Fiction by the band Bad Religion, who is my favorite band ever. They're my favorite band of all time. Bad Religion, their album Stranger Than Fiction.
You know what? I have no idea who they are. I know the name. Joe, could you in your wonderful voice, could you sing one of those songs? Sing me one of the top 40 ones.
Sean, what's one of the songs playing today? Just give me one of the titles and I'll sing it.
We are playing 21st Century.
Okay.
It goes, okay. Dum 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 da, 'cause I don't want it. The things you're offering
All right,
me.
okay, Joe, stop it. You sound like you're yelling at me.
Okay, that's one of their songs. Give me one more.
We got Better Off Dead, I think.
Until then, better off dead. A smile on the hole in the head. Come on, keep on coming.
No, stop. Sean, stop. Dude, that sounds like when they roll credits to a bad coming-of-age, like, 1980s movie.
Just one more. Let me do one more. I'm having fun.
Just do the music.
One more.
You got Hooray for Me.
Well, I can see Martinez running.
All right.
Hooray for me and fuck you.
All right.
So-
This is
See?
and this is the band that you think people should be informed and know about. Okay.
I sounded like it, didn't it?
No. Hey, yo, dude, in your head, you always think you sound exactly like the album, but at some point
So
you will
anyway.
be roasted, and we'll be playing that audio back.
All the songs from today's program are from the album Stranger Than Fiction by Bad Religion, the best band ever. Go out and see them.
They
They're going to be touring this fall in support of their new album, New Maps of Hell.
You know what? They don't suck. Your version of what they did sucked so bad.
If
Like,
you wanna
I'm
know-
gonna have to wait 5 years to even listen to that fucking album to get that
If you wanna-
what you just did out of my head.
If you want to know who they are, they're a punk band. They started in 1980. They're still going strong. They're amazing. Lead singer is a college professor, in addition to being a
So what?
punk
That's
singer.
supposed to make them interesting?
No, they're very cool. They sing a lot
Really?
about science and God and religion and.
Listen, you know what my
atheism.
criteria
They're
is
a
for a
very
good
interesting band.
for a good lead singer? If you don't choke on your own vomit and die, that's it, man. You're not a rock star. He teaches a class. What does he teach? Meteorology.
Close, actually. Some kind of biochemistry thing or something. He's a very interesting guy. He's a very intelligent guy. They were very intelligent.
I'm not saying he isn't.
I like them. I know you probably like your schlock rockin' fucking Porcupine Bush band that you like so much.
Oh, Porcupine Tree? You know what it is? I like the drummer.
Nothing was gayer, by the way, than the day you played me them and you were air guitaring it for me. But not to be funny. You were just air guitaring it because you were feeling it, and you were doing like the white man overbite, and you were going like that.
I'm white, and I'm not going to apologize for it. What was I supposed to do? Walk like an Egyptian? Whatever the fuck you people do?
That was as bad as what I just did, but in a whole different way. There was something.
Yeah, but I had the decency not to do it on air, Joe. Or to have it filmed. I did it in the privacy of my own home.
No, you did it in this studio while Danny was ripping the song.
That never happened.
And you were looking.
It never happened,
You were making
Joe.
a face. It was almost a face like it was inappropriate. It was freaking me out.
Well, I'm glad I can make you uncomfortable, Joe. And speaking of uncomfortable, how long do you think before you ejaculate in some way in my apartment that
Dude,
I own?
I'll tell you how long. The first day, I'm going to shoot a load right into that new stove you have.
I can't even laugh at that.
Shoot it right down into that gas burner, and you're going to come back. What's wrong with the stove?
Joe, that's not even funny, man. That's just absolutely disgusting.
Billy got a new kitchen put in. That's what.
First
that's
of all,
what I'm
don't say it like
referring
I'm
to.
3. Billy got a new kitchen put in. No, I got a fucking kitchen that's going to get you laid. You can actually act like you own that place. Do you realize the lies? Forget about the lies that we already told about Urban Outfitters on this show.
Right.
The lies that you're going to be able to say that you actually headline on the road and are making some sort of a decent income to be able to afford. Dude, I own a microwave. It's fucking hilarious. I'm talking about it like I won the Showcase Showdown. A stainless steel microwave.
In New York, that apartment is like a mansion. You know? It's a great apartment, dude.
Oh, yeah. It is. It is a great apartment.
He put a brand new kitchen in to the tune of God knows what. And I think that's what you're really worried about more than anything, is that I'm going to fuck that kitchen up in some way.
I'm not worried about that, Joe. I'm worried about, I don't mind if you cook a pork chop and you set off the smoke alarm.
I'm going to cook a fucking hot load is what I'm going to cook.
That's what I'm worried about, Joe. That is what I'm worried about. That is really what I'm worried about. I don't mind you and your awful hairless Sasquatch body standing in the shower. That's not. I'll be able to block all of that out. You just doing whatever it is you do. You want to talk about a horrific face? Whatever your sex face is, Joe, could never be worse than,
I'm sure
than
it's
that
brutal.
Porcupine Tree thing. Dude, we are literally both sweating profusely sitting in here,
disgusting
wiping
in here.
our brow. Well, you know what? Hopefully, we're going to take a break right now. You guys, you're listening Uninformed. Believe it or not, we actually are live. Our phones just aren't working. This is the scam we should have been doing the past couple of months so that they don't work. Hopefully when we get back, we wanted to, because we're big on uninformed percentages.
Yeah.
We wanted to know what the over-under was of Joe DeRosa shooting a load within the first 8 minutes that he's in my apartment. Also coming up, we're going to be talking about sports gambling, airline travel, and Michael Vick. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So please, if you're listening, please stay here. Keep driving that truck. All right, we'll be right back with Uninformed.
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
I can't believe it.
Ah, yeah, Joe, you did a good version of that. All right, you're listening to Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. Saturday night, August 25th. Uninformed. Phones are... Oh, my God, the fucking phones are working.
They're working!
You know what? I'm going to take a call just to take a call.
Yes! I'm really excited.
That's how pathetic our show is. We have a caller, and we're like, psyched. All right. Indy Mike calling to say hi. I don't give a shit if this guy trashes me. Hello? What do I, right-click? Do I left-click? Sean, how the fuck do I get the phone to work?
You have to click on the number, I think.
Oh, click on the number.
Clicking on the number. Here we go.
Hello, Indy Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Dude, you're the first caller on this show since March.
Well, it's an honor. I saw you in Chicago, over a year ago, and just wanted to call and say hi and let you know I was tuning in.
All right, dude.
Hi, Mike.
I feel like unbelievable right now that we actually verified that we do have a listener.
We're back.
Oh, here they go. They're fucking lighting up.
We're
866 wow 1 wow. Well, Mike, listen. I don't know if you heard the beginning part of the show. Joe is going to be subletting my apartment, and we were wondering how soon before Joe makes it his own.
Well, I would say the first night.
The first night? Do you think he's going to be by himself or with somebody else?
Oh, by himself the first time. After that, I don't know. But yeah, by the end of the night, the first night.
I think I'm definitely gonna have a lady friend sleep over the first night I'm there.
A lady friend? You sound like a gay guy with some sort of fag hag you're bringing over.
Well, I'm talking about a man that I'm gonna have sleep over. Yeah. No, but I told you, there's going to be a creepiness where I'm going to be like, I'm living in Bill's apartment right now. It's going to take me a little while to get past that.
You know what, dude? And I think you have to make it your own. You know what I'm actually trying to think now? I'm trying to look at you and figure out what you're into, like what your fetishes are, what sort of horrific shit you're going to do in there. I'm going to come home, like next time I come back to do Uninformed, you're going to have some sort of rack in there with a paddle.
There's not going to be any of that. There's just going to be...
You are. All of a sudden you're going to start dressing like Rob Halford. There's just going to be something weird.
There won't be anything weird at all.
All right, we're taking... Thanks for calling. Hey, Chris, what's up? You're on Uninformed.
What's up, guys?
Chris,
what's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, man, thanks for listening. And how soon do you think, Joe, before Joe comes into my apartment and makes it his own?
In nanoseconds? About 4.
There you go. Why? What's your basis for that, though?
Because I'd do the same thing to my buddy if I took over his place.
There you go.
On principle.
Do you think I should shoot a hot, greasy load in all the places it doesn't belong in that apartment?
Corner of every room.
Why would you do that?
I'm not going to do it.
Well, why would you even bring it up, dude? It's like I'm not finding this show is not comedy anymore. It's just becoming.
You're getting gross.
It's disgusting.
I'm joking. Mike, wait, what's your name? Chris? Bill?
Chris
Hank.
from New York.
Chris, would you want Bill Burr as your roommate, or would you be afraid?
No, as a landlord.
Or as your landlord, sorry.
He seems like a pretty cool guy.
Exactly.
Wouldn't want to piss him off,
though. Do you see the difference? I'm a cool guy. You're going to shoot a load in my convection oven. Convection oven, Joe. You can actually go there and cook your load with convection.
What if you came back, right? And your apartment was
immaculate? I would be really happy, Joe.
But
we
what
would
if
continue
this
to be
happened?
friends.
What if this happened? What if your apartment was completely taken apart, right? Nothing was where it was. I mean, everything is just broken down.
What do you mean? What do you mean broken down?
Gone. The stuff is just not there. It's just empty. It's an empty room, okay?
Okay.
One giant empty room. You go, where is all my shit? And I say, well, I had to get rid of it, but it was because I...
Because why, Joe?
I can't get this out, dude.
No, you got to say it now.
But if it was not there, but if it was for a cause of greater good, like your shit was gone, but I'd created like the telepods from The Fly, and I created teleportation devices in your apartment. I said, Bill, your shit's gone, but look what I invented. Would you be mad or would you be happy about that?
If I got a cut to teleportation, absolutely, but you'd still have to open for me for the next month to pay for those leather couches.
Okay.
All right. Hey, here's a guy right here. We're going. Thanks for calling, Chris. Hey, Dale, what's up, man? Dale, you're in Oregon. You said you leased an apartment to a friend.
Yeah, I leased an apartment to a friend, and he fucked me over bad.
Okay, let's back up first. Did you own this place, or your name was just on the lease?
Oh no, I own it.
And, oh my God, what was it? Was it a house? Was it a condo?
Is it any surprise, by the way, that the stories people are calling in with? I'm not surprised at all that that's the first. Dude, it was a fucking train wreck. It's gonna suck. That's all anybody ever calls in and says.
I can still rip up your lease, so shut your face, Dale. I want to hear what's good. So you owned what? A condo or a house?
A house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Out in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Great area, and.
How well did you know this person that you rented the house to? And please don't say you host a show with him.
Elementary school.
And what did he do?
Parties, hookers, druggies.
Oh, we're coming to do that.
In one room, you put a stripper pole in it.
No, we didn't.
Oh, come on. Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. And then what? He had a kilo of Coke on your glass coffee table?
There was a donkey.
He took the stripper pole and he sodomized the donkey with it. So then I had to deal with PETA, and those people never leave.
You sound like an 8-year-old when he's trying to lie his way out of something. And then Billy came.
All right, Dale. Thanks for calling, man. What the fuck, man? At least come with the good lie.
Who else we got?
What
do we got?
We got somebody calling to say hello. Alex, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Billy, man, loved you for a long time, man.
Okay.
Since O&A.
Can you not say it in that creepy voice?
Creepy voice, man. Listen, how do you think I feel?
Said that?
Billy, how do you think I feel, man? I've had to live with this voice for my entire fucking life, man.
No, now it doesn't sound creepy.
Well, you know what you could do? You could pick up the pace. That was kind of... Billy, I just want to say
I loved you for a long time.
Always enjoyed.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I didn't know if you were talking to Alex from Nebraska or Alex from New York.
Oh, okay, my fault. Well, let me ask you this: How long do you think before Joe moves into my place that he makes it his own?
I don't know. It really depends on like what kind of porn he got in there, you know.
You don't think Joe has his own rack of porn that he's going to be moving in there?
Stuff.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, if I was moving into a friend's house, you know, I'd look for his porn first. You know.
Well, he's not going to leave his possessions.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I know. Why don't I just have a crackhead move in and I'll leave crack on the fucking table for him?
He's taking his things with him to his new house.
All right, Alex. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, dude. That wasn't bad, man. We got some callers. People saying, "What's up? What's the point of the show? Show is awful, unlistenable."
Who said that?
I know some guy. He's been on hold for like
Put him on.
2.5 minutes.
Put
okay.
him on.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Big fan of you. What's going on?
Listen, Bill, I like you. You're a pretty funny guy, but this show is not funny. It sounds like you and Joe are trying too hard to be funny. It's not coming off.
Okay, so what do you suggest we do, sir?
I leave. Put best of back on.
Put what?
Really?
Put best of back on? Sir, why are you sitting at home listening to radio on a Saturday night?
Why aren't you in Jersey with the rest of the so-called comedians? Why aren't you?
Oh, that's why he feels
You're right,
shunned.
because
he feels shunned.
The only comedians are on that tour. There are no other comedians in the entire country. You're right, sir.
This show is really... Play it back and be objective when you get home. Listen to it again.
Okay, Matt, I want you to... Oh, absolutely, I will.
Do you listen to our other shows, Matt?
Yeah, I've heard of them, yeah. It's not funny. You're not funny. Nothing that you've said so far has been funny.
Me or Bill?
Both of you.
So why are you listening?
So why do you continue to listen?
Why would you call in?
You even have a fat voice.
What?
I don't get what he's saying.
What does that mean, Matt? I don't
Come on, Matt. Trash us or get going here. All right, he hung up. There you go. All right,
he hung up.
Dude, you knew that's where that fucking call was going to go.
If anybody knows Matt, he's a cunt.
That's great, Joe. It was like a little first grade fucking thing.
I know that was the. Can you get with me on my sense?
No, you know what I do when I have to start answering the phones, I get like completely distracted. Bill's a cheap bastard. Here's one for Joe.
Here we go.
Hey, TJ, Wyoming, what's going on, man?
Hey, Billy, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, glad to hear you guys back on. I get a kick out of listening to you two knuckleheads.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Bill, I just want to say, man, on that moving deal that you did with Joe. Joe, $50, man. Come on.
Well, dude, you know what? You know why you think that's cheap? Because you live in Wyoming and your driveways are 20 miles long. And you have to step over. You have to step over steer to get to the front fucking door. Dude, it's New York. We were moving from one apartment to another.
Yeah, I know. I lived up in New York before, man. And to get the company to move, like a studio or something like that, you're gonna drop $1,000 easy.
I realize that, and my shit isn't gonna get broken. And if it does, they're gonna pay for it. And I'm not buying that you lived in New York. I lived in New York, man. I lived up on 97th Street.
TJ, let me.
I was stationed up in Fort Gordon, New York, New Jersey. I was stationed up in New Jersey for a while.
TJ, let me ask you this: Would you want Bill Burr as your landlord?
I think I would. Bill seems like a pretty cool guy. I've been listening to his shows.
He's a very cool guy.
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy.
All right, Joe. Just whatever you do, just don't fuck up my apartment. All right.
I'm not gonna fuck it up. I like this guy though. I like that he just.
All right, TJ. Thanks for calling. Here come all the people. Here come all the people sticking up for you, Joe. Scott in Alabama. What's going on, man?
Very good.
Hey, man, I'm jumping on that same train as PJ. I got to say, man, I had to help me move up to the third floor one-bedroom apartment. Not only did I pay him a couple $100, I took him out to dinner, bought him cigars and alcohol, treated them like fucking the best friends that they were for not breaking all my shit.
Well, look at
Well, this is the thing, though. Your friends aren't on the phone to back you up. Not only that, I moved in 2003. These were 2003 prices. So $50. I guess I'm a cheap fuck.
You're not a cheap fuck. I was just breaking your balls about you being cheap in that one incident. That's all.
Peace out, man.
All right, man. Thanks
See you,
for
buddy.
calling.
Thank you. Thanks for sticking up for me.
What the fuck is the standard rate?
Dude, I looked into Manpower, whatever the company was called, to hire movers when the last time I moved.
Oh,
and it was,
my God, Joe. That's like going... I looked up what George Carlin gets for a gig
was like
as opposed to an open micer. You're not a mover, Joe. You don't even have shoulders.
Don't see, but see, you make it hurtful is what you do, okay? You bring it to a physical level. There's no need for that. No, it's dude. Who cares? I don't even want to talk about it anymore. To be honest with you, I was fun to break your balls about it, but I feel like now it's turned into a very serious discussion.
No, it hasn't. You know what it is, dude? It's turned into this fucking studio is like 9,000 degrees.
All right, let's get okay, guys. Listen, we got 15 minutes before our next break. Let's get into some of the actual uninformed topics that we want to talk about. We kind of dicked around a lot at the top of the show because the phones weren't working. We didn't want to waste some really good phone call stuff. So here we go. Airlines. There's a website out there. Excuse me. There's a website out there called www.strandedpassengers.blogspot.com. Okay, and what this website is doing is they have crafted, what is it, Bill? A Bill of Rights for airline customers so that we no longer get fucked over by the airlines.
That's what they're trying to do, because I don't know if you've been flying lately. It's fucking brutal, dude. This is what they do. This happened the other day on airline. You get to the place, right? And they tell you that your flight is boarding. You get on, they do the whole, you have a very full flight. Yeah. We're out of pillows and all that type of shit.
Yeah, I love that. Because God forbid they prep. See, this is why they're fucking cocksuckers, okay? Is because... Dude, how much more can they nickel and dime you? You don't get a meal anymore. You got to pay $5 for a bag of chips. You got to pay $5 for your fucking headphones on a 5-hour flight to watch a movie, right? There's certain airlines where you got to pay $15 extra to sit by a window. The least these fucks can do is have enough pillows on the plane. I like how they act like that morning a construction crew came in and added another wing to the plane.
I know, it's so simple. You got 260 seats. You need 260 pillows. They run out of that shit. Dude, I'm telling you, like, in the last probably 6 flights I've had, 5 times, this is the scam they do. They get you on the flight. It's always the same thing. They always say, sir, we have a very full flight, like this is a surprise or something. Every fucking one of their flights is sold out. I don't know how they're not making any money. But then they pull you away from the jetway, and then they just drive you off to, like, this rest area. And then they pull that shit. This is your captain. We just found out that we have a fucking delay. Like, they didn't know when you were sitting in the airport where there's oxygen and food that they didn't know that there was going to be a delay. They just get you on the fucking plane, and then they stick you out there.
And that's the most annoying part, is the attitude they have about it. That I was thinking about that on the plane one day. It's like I'm tired of the entire staff on the airline having the same attitude that the pothead sound man has at the Rock and Roll Club. Like, hey, man, we're just rocking and rolling. We'll get there when we get there, brother. Don't stress, man. And you're like, no, dude, I actually have fucking 3 shows to do tonight. I gotta go. Let's go. You know what I mean?
No,
like
people have been snapping. Like I heard on Continental Airlines, they actually had a delay of like 5 hours. They took these people, and they shut the engines off. Then there's no air. The bathrooms are starting to, they're starting to overflow and that type of shit. And they just leave people out there for like 5 fucking hours. They actually revolted. They started banging on the tops of the...
like Attica?
Oh, yeah, totally. They started revolting, and they demanded... That's what fucking sucks, is they won't tell you what's going on, and they just leave you out there. So it's called... I don't know what the fucking website you just said, but it was like...
www...
No, dude, that's not the one. That's like 9 years... It's flyersrights.org. Flyersrights.org. Somebody was on a flight. I guess they stayed on the ground for like 12 hours. And they just... Dude, they will not let you off the fucking plane. They start doing that 9/11 shit. You know what I mean? 9/11, man. You got to stay out here. So they're trying. It's going into the House right now that we're actually going to have some sort of rights. We're trying to get some sort of rights.
And that's what kills me. Who the Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck? You're a stewardess. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm getting off of the plane.
What would happen?
What would happen if you just pulled open the emergency exit and let down that balloon slide and just went and just left? What could they do to you?
Yeah, well, what do you do then? Then you're just running around like a clueless animal.
You know how funny that would look just to see the guy racing across the tarmac? It's just that one little guy in that gigantic open fucking runway trying to get away.
I'm telling you, they would put you in jail for so fucking long. They charge you with some sort of terrorism, because I know when they took these people off this plane, when these people demanded to get off this goddamn plane, they actually they brought police in. They had like German, they had like dogs and shit, and then they sat there watching them like they were dangerous on some level.
Dude, it's ridiculous. This needs to be done. It's absolutely ridiculous. The fact that these Dunskies get any sort of authority.
Dunskies.
That was terrible, wasn't it?
It really was awful.
That was like a...
I think Matt from New Jersey might have a point.
That was like something that the great Ragu would say.
I don't even know who that is.
From Laverne and Shirley. The big Ragu, that's his name. Carmine from Laverne... Never mind, forget it. The fact that these people have any authority over you, it's absurd, dude. You don't need a degree to work for an airline. You don't need anything.
Well, you know what I like about this is finally... a corporation is fucking with little people, and finally there's actually somebody trying to do something about it. Like I was sitting on the plane just feeling that's what we need here. We just need a fucking union. If everybody just stood up and just said, bitch, open the fucking door. Dude, I sat out there. This is what my deal was. I was in Denver, right? They oversold the flight. Once again, how do you do that? There's 260 seats,
I love
right?
it. We oversold the flight. They are scum. They are scum. These airlines are scum. They have taken an inch and ran 8,000 fucking miles.
Dude, it's like, Ryan, listen, so they oversell the flight, and then they tell us because of the altitude in Denver and because how hot it is, they can't put enough gas in, so we can't make it to Newark. We're going to like crash in Kentucky or something. So we had to fly to fucking St. Louis. We land, then we sit there for an hour waiting for the gas guy to come over. He puts gas in the fucking plane, and then what do? They drive us over once again off to the side. You think you're taking off, and then they just shut the engines off, and then they're like, there's a delay in Newark. And it's just like, will you stop? Just stop lying to me. What's going on? Are there too many fucking planes? I don't know what's going on, but you know what? Do we need to take a break here? Because I want to hear some...
no, we have 10 minutes still.
Okay, well, I want to hear some from people out there. We got a guy on the line here who flies every week. I want to know if they're experiencing the same shit I am, if it's just because I'm a comedian and I fly so much that this stuff is happening. And I also want to know, if people are actually going to this flyersrights.org, because... I would love to have some sort of power in that situation. I was literally just sitting there. The only thing I said was, are you going to feed us? I literally put my hand up like I was in second grade.
And they didn't feed you, did they?
No, they didn't. I got one bag of fucking peanuts.
Scumbags.
Between Denver and
they got a
St.
free
Louis.
pass after 9/11, and they took advantage of everybody with it. And that's exactly what
here's Matt from Arizona. He says he flies all the time. Matt, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm on a flight every week, and it's all about them opening up the gate for the next group of assholes to fly out. So they get you out and they put you on the tarmac, and we fly from Arizona to Vegas, which is like 20 flights a day. But they want to get you on that flight because you're booked, and you sit there for 2 hours and you can't go anywhere.
Dude, it's brutal. And you know what the deal is? The second they pull the jetway away from the airplane, it's considered an on-time departure. So I guess you can't complain and try to get, an extra bag of peanuts or some sort of miles or something like that. What's the longest delay you've had?
I've actually, the longest delay I had was about 5 to 6 hours, and it was flying out of Boston down to Myrtle Beach with some buddies. And they started giving out beers at first, but then they realized that probably wasn't the best idea to keep a bunch of guys drinking for 5 to 6 hours. And shit got a little out of hand, and then we ended up having to sleep in an airport. So I think that's their policy now, is they want to get them out of there, because I'll just drink in the airport all night and get drunk.
Did you guys did you have to revolt at all? Was there did they get you right to that point? When did they finally pull the plug?
No, they ended up pulling back in, and then we slept in the airport overnight, which is a great time. And then they told us we can fly to Cincinnati in the morning, which is a shithole, and then we can fly, and then they bump you all around. So really, I get a great kick out of like Southwest, who does that airline show, and they make everybody like the customer always look bad. But these people are sons of bitches every week when I'm flying. Whenever you got to talk to them about a delay, they don't give a shit when they make them look like great on this A&E show.
No, they're scum. They're absolute scum. And you don't face these problems with any other type of public transportation. I take buses constantly and trains constantly when I'm doing tri-state area gigs, and I've never, ever, ever had these problems. It's the airlines. They're corporate scum. Absolute
as opposed to what, the mom and pop Greyhound bus station?
But I'm serious, dude. I mean, you take Greyhound. Greyhound, it says bus leaves at 12 o'clock, gets in at 1:50. That fucking bus pulls in on the nose every time at 10 of 2. If not early.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you get treated. The only difference between taking the bus and flying an airplane is with the bus, at least you won't plunge 30,000 feet to your death. All right, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
Well, no, because airline travel is the safest way to travel. You know, these fucking douchebags, they've really fed us all this bullshit for all these years. And
Joe, the anger you have, you literally sound like you just stepped off the airplane.
Dude, it infuriates me, man. I went through something once where I had to fly from New York to oh, damn it, where was I going? I was going to like fucking Kentucky or something like that. No. I was going to Texas. No. I was going to...
Maybe you were on a bus to Albany, Joe.
I was going
and you
somewhere.
dreamed that you actually had a gig where they bought you an airplane.
I was going from New York to somewhere on the East Coast, right? The goddamn connecting flight was going to be late, or the first flight was late, so we were going to miss the connecting flight, so I had to fucking fly down into fucking like Florida or some shit, and then transfer there, and then shoot all the way back up. It was the most harebrained fucking configuration.
You know what the worst one is? I can't stand Southwest because I hate how they try to act like they're just so relaxed and shit. We gotta take a break coming up.
No, go yeah.
Have you ever flown Southwest?
Yeah.
They all dress like fucking Robin Williams.
Yeah.
They got like Hawaiian shirts on and shit.
We don't do seat numbers here on Southwest. You just pick any seat you want.
Yeah,
right?
I want a certain level of professionalism, and I want the captain to be in control. But dude, when they pull you off that runway, dude, that's happened, like, I swear to God, like 4 of the last fucking 6 flights I've taken, and the second they cut those engines, you know you're fucked for the next 2 hours. They don't feed you. They don't bring anything around. It's brutal.
Dude, JetBlue's like that, too. They have all those dumb fucking broads running the fucking flights. Yeah, and they come on and they're joking around. Oh, looks like we're stuck on the tarmac. Sorry.
Are you old enough to remember when stewardesses used to be good looking?
Yep.
The second they went to flight attendants, it just became old broads and gay guys.
Yeah. It sucks.
It's fucking
sucks.
horrific.
And then you know they do the thing too. I had this fucking guy, this gay dude once. He was pushing the the drink cart.
Uh-huh.
He fucking rammed me twice with the drink cart in the leg, and then another time he walks by me and he fucking elbows me in the head, and I buzz the thing, and he comes over and he's like, "Yes, can I help you?" And I go, "Yeah, you want to fucking say excuse me when you elbow me in the head, dude?" And he's like, "I didn't elbow you," and I go, "Yeah, you just fucking elbowed me, dude," you know? And he's like, "But I'm sorry," but, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm a dick. Yeah, I'm a dick. I remember I was on one
Joe,
flight once.
I didn't realize this topic was going to bring out such passion in you.
I was on JetBlue, and
has anything good ever happened to you on an airline? I mean,
Never.
I'm kind of pissed about this, but I'm nowhere near this mad.
Never. I was on a JetBlue once, and it was when those Geico commercials were big. I just saved a bunch of money, right?
Uh-huh.
And the chick comes on the fucking thing. She goes, well, everybody, looks like we're going to be sitting here for about an hour. We're 19th in line or whatever, right? Sorry. And then she clicks off, and then she comes back on and she goes, "But I have some good news. I just saved a bunch of money. We switched to Geico," and starts laughing.
She did that joke?
Yeah, dude. And my fucking blood was boiling.
Did it bomb? Please tell me it bombed.
Yeah, it bombed. Everybody was pissed off. And then I had a fantasy in my head that I would come on the loudspeaker and go, "Hey everybody, I have bad news. Your plane has just been hijacked. But I have some good news. If you look out your window, you'll see that miserable cunt fall to her death."
Jesus Christ, Joe. I'm great. And the fan just fell because it's 90 degrees in here.
That was a bit I did for a while on stage.
And how did it go, Joe?
It went okay for the first couple times, but then...
I gotta admit, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it at all.
Why not?
because we have to take a break, Joe, and I had to fucking trash you at some point as we go to break. We got coming up in the next hour. We're gonna be talking about gambling, sports gambling, and all that type of shit. Joe, you're a big sports guy, right?
No.
That's one thing I can be sure of when you rent my apartment. Okay, I'm sure you'll be jerking off in every fucking room, but you will not be watching SportsCenter at any point. All right,
that is the good news.
Okay, the only good news I got. All right, we'll be right back with Uninformed.
Call Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa right now, 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
All right, we're back. Uninformed, Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, going into the second hour here. We actually do have phones, finally. What the hell's the number here? The number is 866-WOW-1-WOW. We're going to be talking about sports gambling and that type of shit in the next hour. And who better of a guest to have when discussing sports gambling
than Mr. Doug Signier, good friend and comedian.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire.
How you doing, guys?
What's up, Doug?
Not much, thanks for having me
little
in.
background. Doug's great comic, living here in New York City. And
tours a bunch with Robert Schimmel, or has toured a bunch with Robert Schimmel, so you might have seen him out there on the road.
He's actually from the Boston area, so he is a Red Sox fan.
Yep.
Huge.
Which I'm sure is going to piss off a good 46%. Did they win or lose tonight?
They were up 12-2 in the bottom of the ninth, so I'm hoping they won.
How did they lose last night?
They won last night.
I thought the Yankees lost last night.
Oh, the Yankees lost. I thought Yankees are winning right now 7-2.
But the Red Sox are winning.
What is this that's going on right now?
All right.
Is this the World Series?
This is Joe.
Are you from Philadelphia?
This is going to be great. Joe knows absolutely nothing about sports, and one thing I've noticed about people who know nothing about sports, instead of wearing like stupid Red Sox or Yankees or Philly shit, they wear like band shirts. Like he's got a Zappa silhouette T-shirt, you know?
Yep.
Were you one of those guys in high school? Fucking jocks. They were hanging you from your locker?
I definitely used
Just answer the question. Did you get the shit kicked out of you or not?
No. I was... Damn it. I was actually kind of popular for half of the time of high school.
Wait a minute. How many kids were in your class? I was in a class of like 30.
300.
And you were one of the go-to guys?
I was a musician. I was cool. They thought it was cool. I was in fucking bands. I was in rock bands. That was like cool.
Oh, well,
nobody gave a shit about the ball.
We did hear some of his great singing at the top of the show.
Nobody gave a shit about the baseball team, Bill. People liked me because I played drums and I sang in a band, and that was a lot fucking cooler than the shirt you bought at Modell's.
Wow. I just got to what has that developed you into anything, though, being a musician and so forth? Usually,
you know what's funny? I saw Joe play drums one time. He looked like fucking Herman Munster. He almost demolished the kid, and then he said the most annoying thing he's ever said. I hit hard, man. Like that was his rep. Like he was some hired gun.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I play hard. I play fast. I play hard. I work hard. I play harder.
It was absolutely fucking terrible. So, anyways, Joe. Sports, it's something that, I don't know, it's something that a lot of heterosexual men are actually into.
Well, what a heterosexual activity it is to watch other men sweat and run into one another on a
as
field.
Opposed to what? Fucking having Iggy Pop sweat all over you in the front row?
I mean, you're acting like it's so manly to watch men ride around in tight fucking pants with their bulges showing.
I never noticed they had tight pants.
There's something slightly homoerotic about
Yeah, that's UFC shit.
That's football, too, and baseball.
No, it isn't. They don't wear tight pants in baseball.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do, too.
Joe, why does your voice go up anytime anybody argues with you? Yes, they do. They do, too.
Because I have a little pussy, and I get my feelings hurt.
Aren't manly.
I'm just curious, though, how you grew up in the Philadelphia area, which is one of the, it's a premier sports city, to say the least, and not have
you got 4 sports
all
teams.
That says to me, and I hate to say it is if you're from a city like that and you're not into sports, you didn't have a good relationship with your dad, because that's what kids
My dad's
do.
not into sports either.
Oh my God! Then this
let me tell you,
suppressing sexuality.
Let me tell you why. For the billionth year in a row, whatever, go into a bar or a restaurant or wherever people may be watching an Eagles game and hear E-A-G-L-E-S-E, hear that and go, and you're like, these fucking people, I never want to be around them ever. It's the most annoying.
You scared, Joe?
No, it's annoying.
You scared of the aggressive energy?
My cousin got married, and they were doing
How did you
the
not
Eagles
get this
chant
shit slapped
from
out
the
of
table,
you?
from the bridal.
Just picture Doug. Just picture Joe without whiskers. I mean, how could you not just want to slap one of those baby fat cheeks?
All the jocks in my school wanted to fucking hang out with
Joe,
with the
I'm
guys
sick
in the
of
band.
you. You know what? I want somebody from Joe's fucking high school to call up and just say how exactly fucking cool Joe DeRosa was.
If they were to hang
I'm
out,
not saying I didn't have my
Joe,
hard times.
you're making yourself out like you were fucking Steven Tyler.
No,
like
I'm
you were
not.
walking down the hall with a mic stand with scarves
No,
hanging
I'm
off
not.
of it.
Yeah.
Because I
Getting
didn't
blown
do
in between your classes.
Because I didn't do the mundane, regular, pennant on the wall horse shit that you guys did. Because I didn't have a
he was a
cookie
trailblazer.
Because I didn't
There
have a
we
cookie
go.
cutter childhood. I'm a fucking weirdo, and it's not true. I
First
don't
of all,
like
Joe,
sports.
first of all, Joe, you didn't make it as a musician, so stop acting like you invented a new kind of music. All right, you were a nerd. You played some bongos.
I didn't try
with
to
your
make
other
it as a
nerd
musician.
friends and watch Star Trek.
I didn't try to make it as a musician.
was that a front for the
you were in
weed
bands.
dealing?
Huh?
You're full of shit. You told me you first did music.
I did.
And then after a while, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No. I said I wasn't enjoying playing in bands anymore because of the tension of dealing with other guys.
But you weren't trying to
I
make
still
it?
play
But
music. My
you
band
weren't-
just toured. I still play. You came and saw us. That was the
Dude,
last.
you were doing an alternative room and you rapped, and it was a joke.
That was the last show of our tour.
What do you mean your band? Wait a minute. You're talking like you're booked at fucking Ozfest. Jesus, Joe.
Bill, we toured up the fucking East Coast. We did 5 fucking shows in a row in 5 different cities. That's a tour.
Do you guys have a
It's
bumper
every bit as
sticker?
legitimate as a comic going on the road.
If I have 5 college gigs in a weekend to make my rent, I'm on a tour, or
Look,
am I just
I'll tell you
fucking
this. I'll tell you
doing
this.
gigs?
I'll tell you
What you were
this.
told to do for 5
Dude,
nights.
I'll tell you this. We did fucking shows in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and we had people that we never met, that we didn't know, that drove up from fucking Birmingham to see us. We did.
They're called
Joe,
meth
I mean,
addicts.
People came out to fucking Comedy Works in Denver to see me. I wasn't on tour. I was in Denver.
You were on the road. You took your band. You took your act on the road as a professional comedian. So how's that different from me taking my band on the road as a professional band? We made money. We were paid to do it. How is that any different? I don't
Wow,
understand.
Bill, I don't know. Do you have a tour manager?
Yeah.
Do you have roadies?
When does the DVD come out?
I had him.
Can I see you on IFC, behind the scenes?
All
Joe
right.
DeRosa on tour. I'm just saying, Joe, you got a little bit of a God complex.
It's not a God complex.
I just want to get your fucking voice up in that register that
It's
I
not
like.
a God complex.
It's not a God complex.
Stop it.
You're doing the. You want me to go? You're right. I stink. I'm the worst. I'm
That's
not. I'm
what
not going to
comedians
do
do
it.
to other
don't.
comedians.
I'm not
Surrender.
doing
I
it.
don't.
I'm a good musician. I stand by that, and you stand by it too. You were full of fucking compliments that night.
Whoa. No. I thought what you did, the rap thing and everything, I thought it was really funny. Do I think you're Jay-Z? No, you did it in a fucking comedy room, and I said it was funny.
You said
took
it
a
was
lot of balls.
awesome. You said it was awesome. You said musically you liked it. You said it was really well
It
done.
was really funny and all that.
Well, what do you think? You just
Okay,
shit
whoa,
because
whoa,
it's a
whoa,
joke.
whoa,
there's no
whoa,
skill
whoa.
involved.
Let's time out, dude. Time the fuck out. I was talking about comedy. That's what I was talking about. Everyone was doing comedy there that night, and I
It's
love what you did.
comedic.
I thought it was great, dude, without a fucking doubt. For you now to act like you walk into Guitar Center and people start whispering, "Oh, Joe DeRosa's here."
No, I didn't
wonder
say
if he's
that.
gonna
I didn't
pick
say
up the
that.
fucking bongos.
I didn't say that. But my point is, where do you think the music and the lyrics for all
Joe,
that shit
where
come
did the
from?
fun go in the show? Can you raise your eyebrows to half
But let
mast
me
at
ask you a
least?
question. Where do you think the music and the lyrics come from?
Doug
do you think
Singh is our guest
do you
here to
think
talk
somebody,
about sports.
Do you think
Yes.
somebody just mails that stuff to us? We have to fucking create it. That's musicianship. That's
Wow.
skill.
The
That's
problem
talent.
with comedy,
It wouldn't be as good. Trust
Jesus,
me.
I hit a real sensitive. Joe
Because-
doesn't like to fly, and goddamn it, don't make fun of his fucking
Because
group.
I get fucking annoyed because comics do. And let me say this, and then we'll get into the sports stuff. Because I get annoyed because every comic I talk to pulls that shit where they're like, "It's just a joke," which is the equivalent of going, "It doesn't take any effort or
Hey,
talent."
Doug, you
and
know
it's
what?
bullshit.
I bet Billy Bob Thornton gets mad when they make fun of his band too.
Yeah.
And he's played on The View. Hey, he's been on TV.
Hey,
I saw it, Joe.
I'm in another band. We're putting out a real CD that's not funny. I'll play you that, and then you can say that that's actually good.
Jesus, Joe.
You know,
Actually, what?
Tenacious
Good.
D.
Good. All right, you know, Joe, we actually have a couple people on the radio here saying that they don't listen, they don't watch sports, and this guy
Good.
Will.
I love it. Everybody's on my side
Will's
tonight.
saying he's a manly man. Will, what's
Hello?
up?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you don't listen to sports, and you're a manly man.
Yeah, I'm a very manly man. You know, I take it off the pooper every now and then, but, you know, it's fine.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
I hate when
flight
guys do
attendant.
the setup
He
like that.
stayed on hold for like fucking 10 minutes. All right, man. Thank you for calling. All right. You hear how his voice? Yeah, went up high just like yours. Now, hey, Lamar, you're on. You say you're not into sports?
Yeah, I'm not into sports, man. I'm also somewhat of a musician. I played in college and in high school.
Okay.
But I think we get more pussy than the jocks do, actually.
Thank you very much.
Well, you know what? I think you guys rape a lot less. Like, I would say that. Who do you think? What sport do you think has the biggest date rapist?
Oh, football. Absolutely.
Really?
I absolutely do.
Yeah, I'd say football.
Absolutely.
From the little I know.
I think you guys are going with the obvious choice.
Also, during the football
volleyball
season, during the football
Fencing.
season, we're banging the football players' girls while they're at practice all season.
Wow. You know, if you didn't stutter through that whole thing, I would actually believe
it. Yeah.
But it's true, though.
You guys are too busy smoking weed to just chase broads. Come on.
You know, where are you from, buddy?
D.C.
D.C. There you go. There you
Look,
go.
dude, I got to
You can be from D.C. and have some culture and things like that. Yeah. Boston, we drink beer and watch the Sox.
All right. You see what I'm saying here? How he's putting himself
Angry.
up on a pedestal.
I'm not putting myself on a
You
pedestal.
Are, like
You're
this,
acting
this guy has. I'm not saying that people who fucking watch sports are the shit. I was just teasing you for that, and all of
And
a
I'm
sudden
fucking with you back.
No, you were serious, Joe.
I got mad
Your
when you made it
eyebrows-
sound like I didn't have any musical ability because the one thing
'Cause
that
it's
you
very
saw me do
sensitive.
was humorous.
I
It
didn't
still
think you
takes
had-
musical. It's like saying Tenacious D doesn't have musical ability. They're great
Hey, Joe,
guitar
let me tell you
players.
something, dude. I've worked with guitar acts on the road. Yes, they can play guitar a lot better than I can. All right, am I fucking
I'm gonna play you my band.
Are they
I'm gonna play
opening
my
for the
band.
Dixie Chicks? You
I'm
know?
gonna play you my band where I sang. I'm gonna play you my band where I sang, and I'm gonna play my band where I play the drums. And you're gonna change your little tune there, you little redhead.
Wow.
Yeah, I really don't think. You know what? I got to tell you something, Doug. If we can get back on fucking course here and stop talking like Joe's needing his validation as a musician.
Let's play it on the air next episode.
Huh?
Why don't
You
we
know
see
what?
if the callers want to do that? Next episode,
This
I'll
person right
bring
here.
in my band.
Dustin, what's up? Arizona. You want to hear some of Joe's music?
Fuck yeah, I want to hear some of his music.
Okay.
He said it was terrible. I thought he was going to bring it in this week on the last show. He said he was going to bring in some tapes.
No, I was going to bring in my... I don't have them. I was going to bring in my old rap tapes when I was in high school. Those are horrific. Those are horrific.
Look, and that's what I'm saying.
I think they're at my mom's house, and she lives in Florida. I can't find them. Trust me, I would bring them in, though. I'd bring them in if I had them.
All right, Dustin. Thanks. Okay, Joe. Whatever, man. Dude, sorry. You know what the fuck? I didn't think he was going to take this goddamn serious. I thought it'd be a little dig at
There's
Joe, and then we go into the sports
There's no
thing.
need to
And then,
apologize.
dude, when your eyebrows, I'm telling you,
There's no need
you're
to apologize.
I'm going to get a picture of him on the fucking website when you know
Yeah,
Joe
bro.
is. You know what it is? Joe's fucking Egyptian bushy eyebrows. They start to meet. They start coming down.
You said
right.
what you said.
You're deliberately trying to talk in a calm voice here, Joe.
I know how you
You're
feel.
quivering.
You've made your point. I know your opinion on my talent. I'm glad I know it now. I would have hated to go through.
Wow, he really seriously.
You can't end a conversation with that.
Man. I'm just
That is
joking.
awful.
I'm just joking.
It's like a parent going, "You are the reason we got divorced."
Dude,
I didn't want to tell
I'm
you.
gonna tell you something right now.
joking.
If you go out to go see Joe in his live rap thing, you're not gonna be disappointed. It was fucking great. I was totally entertained and all that type of
Oh,
stuff.
go fuck
That's
yourself.
what I'm saying. No, I want to clarify this.
Burr is backpedaling.
I'm not backpedaling. No, I want
Look
to
at him.
clarify. I want to clarify, dude, because I'm not saying like. But dude, I saw you play drums. You sucked.
He hits well.
You suck. He hit hard, dude.
Bill,
my kit never recovered.
Bill,
And
Bill,
he goes, and
Bill,
he had that same
Bill,
stupid attitude.
Bill,
Shut up,
that's
Joe.
insulting.
I hit hard, man.
Bill, that's insulting.
What, my opinion?
No, I don't suck, Bill.
My
I played
opinion?
Bill. I was a jazz drummer for years in high school. I was the main jazz
Jesus
drummer
Christ.
of our jazz band.
How good was the band in your fucking high school?
Bill,
We
let
didn't
me
have
finish.
one. It was a
Let me
public high
finish.
Can you let our guest? We have
I
a guest,
played
Joe.
drum- I
It's
played
not all about you,
drums.
Joe.
I played-
We have a fucking guest.
Don't say I sucked at drums. That's a really.
I said it, and I'll say it
That's
again,
a
Joe.
really bold, fucking empty statement you're making.
It's not bold.
and it's
not
insulting.
empty. I saw it, and
you watched me play your set for 2 minutes, and you, as usual, you went for the joke instead of actually letting me play something. You made fun
No,
of how
you-
hard
you-
I was
you-
hitting your drums when I hadn't played
He
in a
was
year.
destroying
When
my
I hadn't
fucking
played
kit.
in a year.
He was
I was destroying it.
The fucking kit.
Because Billy plays like a fucking 8-year-old that's sitting on the kit for the first time. Is it okay? Will it break if I hit it this hard?
Yeah, it's called dynamics and then accents.
All right, sorry.
Joe
I don't spend my my time watching DVDs.
Hey, well, maybe you'd get a little bit better, Joe.
Well, I played in bands, Bill. Did you? I played in bands. I auditioned for
Joe,
bands when I got
did,
into.
Joe.
I played in several different rock bands.
I did
Bill.
that geek shit, and then I also went into
geek
comedy.
shit.
I then went into comedy. Dude, you know what? If you don't make it, you stink.
I didn't stay in it long enough to make it. I didn't try to make it. I started doing comedy, and I did that.
You quit on your career, buddy. You quit on it, and you know what? It's an itch you still want to fucking scratch, and I can't wait till you make it in the fucking movies, so then you can put together your little stupid Billy Bob fucking side project, rap/R&B fucking thing.
I don't like how you're wrapping your insult in a compliment. I can't wait till you're a movie star.
Because that's what you're going at. That's what you're going for. Because that is what you're good at. You're good at this shit, dude. And I told you were good in your fucking comedy room, and you little cunt, you couldn't even fucking take it. You're actually pissed because I watched you fucking beat the shit out of my fucking...
I'm not a bad drummer. I'm not a bad drummer.
For those of you listening at home, Billy has stood up and is finger pointing.
I will challenge you.
Finger pointing.
I will challenge you.
Like a bad call.
I will challenge you.
To what?
To a drum off.
Ooh.
And I haven't played in 2 years.
Okay, Joe. What do you want to do this, Joe? Where do you want to put the fucking drum kit in here? Because I'll do it. I'll do it in a fucking minute. Next time we come here, we'll have a fucking drum off. And just know that I know that I suck, unlike you.
You don't
who actually think
That's
you're
what
the
it
shit.
really is. That's what it really is. Bill thinks he sucks, so he's going to take it out on everybody else and say that they suck.
Doug, I swear to God, we're going to get to you.
It's all right.
I know I suck because you know when you like. I'm for a comedian, I'm decent, right? But when I go on Guitar Center, every other fucking time I come in there, not only is everybody better than me, but there's always like that fucking 11-year-old prodigy, and they're fucking insane. And I'm just looking at it like I do not have it when it comes to this shit. What annoys me about this guy is he's talking like he's, I don't know, like I see you in Modern Drummer magazine.
Bill, there's obviously levels of ability, but that's like saying Dave Grohl sucks because he's not Chester Thompson. It's a ridiculous statement.
Exactly. Isn't that like Joe DeRosa, Dave Grohl?
You guys are definitely going on two different tangents. You're both great comics.
That's a crazy
I think Billy was just getting on the fact that you made it sound like in high school you walked around and people wanted to touch you because your ability to play.
All I said was,
Doug, there's no mediating on this show. You gotta have a strong opinion. One of us is fucking full of shit.
All I honestly said was he asked me if I was a dork in high school. I said no, I was actually kind of popular. So I was honest. What am I going to do? Lie? No, Willie, I was a dork. I suck.
Dude, I was kidding. Dude, this fucking guy.
I'm enjoying it.
You know what, Joe?
I'm enjoying this.
You were a popular guy. You got your dick sucked every day.
I didn't. I never got
John
pussy.
Bonham, you are one of my biggest influences as a drummer. If I could somehow fucking hit as hard as you, Joe.
That's all I was asking for. Was that too much
Bring your voice down. Bring your voice down, Joe. Bring your fucking voice down.
I think it got lost in translation when he said he didn't get any pussy in high school.
I didn't.
Then you weren't a good musician.
I didn't get laid till I was 21.
And weren't the cool
Are you
guys?
Serious?
Dude, I went to Catholic high school, dude.
So I went to Catholic Memorial, and you got more ass there than me.
Doug, let's back up a second. You're in high school. You're a cool guy. You're in a band. You're getting laid
left and right.
You're getting laid.
I don't even have to pay for weed.
Yes, in the way it worked in my high school.
I didn't drink or smoke weed in high school.
The way it worked in my fucking high school.
I didn't drink or smoke.
Just knocked over the fan. If the dude was a fucking cool guy and he was in a band, he got laid. We had guys calling up. This guy, we got a lot of pussy being in a band. Let's talk to Mark.
All right.
Right here. Let's talk to Mark. I bet he was a cool guy in high school. Mark, what's up, man? You're on the air. You said you got a lot of pussy being in a band.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely. Now, were you popular in high school?
Damn right. No, I wasn't that popular, but
you played in a band.
I played in several rock bands. I had 2 albums out before I left high school.
How old were you when you got laid?
How old was I?
First time.
15.
15, Joe. Here's a guy played in a band, wasn't popular, and he got laid at 15.
I hooked up with
6 years in front of this fucking big man on campus over here.
I hooked up with a ton of chicks. I was mentally fucked up about getting laid. I was afraid to have fucking sex, and it took me till 21 to get over.
This isn't Dr. Phil,
yeah, that's
all right?
Fucking
this isn't
awful.
Dr. I don't want to hear about your fucking molestation.
Have a dad who's a deacon, and and all that
this
shit.
Explains
and
why you don't understand sports.
Your dad was
awful.
a deacon.
My dad is a deacon.
Sorry, man.
God.
Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is say that he sucks being a deacon because I don't need Joe to be yelling at me again.
You don't know what it means.
Well, you know,
so your dad was
hardcore
deacon, not
Catholic.
Is a deacon is now like an assistant priest?
Basically, yeah.
It's that show Big
Almost.
Love. He bangs a lot of bitches in the parish. That's
No.
what he does.
That's Mormons.
Same shit. When you're Irish Catholic, it's all evil. Everyone goes to see your dad. Like, I did this. He's like, come on in, take your clothes off.
Jesus, Doug.
I think he's bringing up a decent point.
How much scandal is in that? The word
He's
deacon
bringing up about my dad. He's bringing up a decent point.
I
This is
think
coming from the guy that didn't want to talk about his dad at all in the air because you didn't want to portray him in a poor light.
I didn't bring
And
him up.
He's talking about
I
my
didn't bring him
dad
up.
fucking people in the church.
I didn't bring it up.
say in the
Joe,
church.
first of all, it's out there. Okay, it's a national story. Okay, so to suggest that your dad did what everybody, 90% of the other deacons
Dude, I'm
out there
serious.
were doing.
This isn't fucking cool. It's my dad, and he's got a fucking career as a deacon, and this is not a very fucking funny or cool thing to insinuate about him right now. I'm
what?
being very serious.
All right.
All right, Dick. Fucking keep smiling up there.
Joe, I gotta tell you something. This has been the most fun 20 minutes I've ever done on this fucking show.
Dude,
really...
I'm serious. It's
all right, Joe.
fucking
All right,
cool.
all right.
We can trash
all right,
my
Joe,
dad. He's
everybody
a mailman.
knows your dad didn't fucking molest anybody. Jesus, the fact that you get mad makes it seem like you got something to hide, Joe.
Stop it.
Big love. My dad actually got caught
Joe, do you get
cheating on my
uncomfortable
mom.
when you hear organ music? He's just looking down, drawing right now, but he's not drawing anything. All right,
I'm
Joe.
afraid
Joe,
he's
I don't want to do this to you. All right, fuck it. All right,
You're
you know
gonna
what?
stab me with
We
the
crossed
pen.
the line. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just back up 20 minutes. Joe
Leave
is
my
one of the
dad out of
greatest
it.
drummers I've ever seen.
Love tie-dye.
He was one of the most popular guys ever in the greater Philadelphia area in high school, and his dad at no time has ever molested anybody.
But his dad had a strong influence on him not wanting to get naked
No.
with women.
The Catholic Church and my upbringing had a strong influence on me.
And
You
Being
actually
afraid
bought
of
that
sex.
shit?
I was afraid. Dude, I had fucking teachers tell me from the time I was in 6th grade that if you had sex, you were going to get AIDS. What the fuck? I was terrified, dude. I went to a fucked up, closed-minded
You went to an
Catholic school.
uninformed high school.
Yeah. And I was fucking terrified, and I was afraid. I was disease paranoid for years. I was afraid to have sex. It was more the diseases than anything. And it took me till 21
Joe, we
to lose my virginity.
a guy wants to call in and say hello. Hey, Russ, what's up, man? Who'd you want to say hello to?
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
What's
man.
up, Bill? I just wanted to say hi to the Bill Burr and fucking John Bonham fucking show there.
Yeah?
He's such an amazing drummer.
Yeah, he's so amazing. He hosts a radio show.
Well, yeah.
A lot of people didn't know this. Before John Bonham passed away, he had a radio show in the works that he was going to do Saturday nights, and all the other members of Led Zeppelin were really irritated.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's mad, Russ. We gotta go. We gotta clear his.
Fuck him. That's the fucking deal of being in the barrel, man.
Really? Is that what the deal is, Russ? You fucking nothing? Is that what the deal is?
Joe,
What are you doing
Joe,
today?
this is one of our 18 listeners.
Joe DeRosa. I've
What?
heard of Bill Burr, and I like Bill Burr.
Really?
I've
Because
never
he's
heard
been in
of
the
you.
business 27 years longer than me. That's why you've heard of him, Russ. I've been in the business for 6 years.
One of the best fucking drummers that ever lived or will ever live, and you do.
Well, it was he, Russ. Was he one of the best drummers that ever lived, ever will fucking live?
All he's doing is imitating
yes,
you,
he
Russ,
was.
which means you're winning. All right, Russ, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
I don't. Go fuck yourself.
Jesus, Joe, come on.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't see the side of Joe in the comedy clubs. I really don't.
I'm upset about the dad thing. I don't think that was a cool place.
I think you were a little upset before we got to
I
that
did
point.
that. I apologize as a guest. I shouldn't have, made your co-host laugh. I apologize. I bash my
My dad is a great man.
So is it mine, but he's a dick. It's like that's the double-edged sword. He's an
dad's not a
asshole.
dick.
Well, I mean, yeah.
No,
Dad's
you
a
don't
wonderful
have,
guy.
you have nothing.
Yeah, but
against
you
your dad.
understand
Nothing.
his point, too.
Shit.
Being a dick and going all the way to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
being
what
on
you
to
said
catch a
is two
predator.
different things.
But hey, my dad's a mailman. Translation: alcoholic, degenerate, gambler. Deacon. First thing that comes to my mind
right.
as a comedian is
But I
sex
didn't
scandal.
say
That's all that.
I didn't say
that's
your
how it
dad
works.
fuck kids. Do you
Like, because
see?
he's a mailman. Mailman don't fuck kids.
And
They
also,
fuck the wife.
Joe,
and the
you're
guy's
arguing
away.
semantics here.
Also, your dad's community doesn't go to church every week to watch him hand out mail to people. I go, oh, there's Mr. Signet, the mailman. I heard on the radio some guy said he fucked kids.
No, but
you see the difference?
Joe, you're giving this show way too much power.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're
First
right.
Of all,
Like any of these people go to church.
When you
It's
yelled at Russ,
ridiculous.
you just pissed off at least a third of our audience
No, I
just by
didn't.
trashing him alone.
No, I didn't.
He represents the third, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I got you.
All right.
My
all
dad's
right,
a
so-
good man, and I
honestly have one.
And I want what you said stricken from the record.
One serious quick question, just quickly. I don't even know what a deacon does. I'm being dead
He's
serious.
like a priest, but he's allowed to be married and stuff.
Okay, so he actually gives the mass?
He does
ain't all
parts.
he gives.
He does-
Sorry, he set it up. He set it up.
Sorry, Bill.
He
sorry.
does.
Stop passing
He
me
does
notes.
part of the. He does part of the mass.
Okay.
Hands out communion, stuff like that. You know.
And people do go to him when they have problems in the community. He's the guy. Can I talk to you?
No. They go to the priest for that. My
Okay.
dad is like the guy, like when somebody's too sick and she's like, "Oh, I'm dying. I need communion."
So your
He goes
dad
and
thought
gives her
about really
communion.
going into
All right, you guys, you know-
religion, and he says, "I still want to have sex." Though.
Listen, guys.
No. He was
Guys,
married.
you're
and
gonna have
then
to
he
argue
became a deacon.
about this during the break, okay? As we go into break, we got a guy on hold asking if can the Falcons win without Michael Vick. We're going to talk about that because Joe has some opinions on dogfighting, and when we come back with Uninformed, Joe's father is a upstanding citizen, and you can trust him. Okay, he's the greatest deacon. He's almost as good a deacon as Joe DeRosa is a drummer. All right, you're listening to Uninformed. We'll be right back.
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
All right, Bad Religion.
Yeah.
Was that you on drums, Joe?
It was not.
All right.
But
Anyway, we're back.
Bad Religion, Stranger Than Fiction, the album. Go buy it.
Okay. Uninformed. Bill Burr, our guest Doug Signier, and my co-host Keith Moon over here. Dude, you know what we decided during the break for everybody out there, because we actually have a lot of people like musicians and stuff were on the phones there. I think because Danny just bought my electronic kit.
Right.
Danny plays drums, you play drums, I play drums. All at different horrific levels. There's no way we can't have a fucking drum battle on this show, man.
We got to do it, and there's got to be a prize for who wins.
Oh, yeah. And you know what, Joe? I think all the shit you've been talking, I think you're the odds-on favorite to just blow everybody away. Putting all the pressure on you.
Maybe.
What?
Yankees 7, Tigers 2 is the final.
See, now I bet that game, and I lost it tonight, and they had 9 runs through 5 innings. And as Vegas had it, the over-under was 9.5. So for 5 innings, they couldn't score 1 run. Now that's when you're a gambler and you think games are fixed.
And you think stuff. You know, before we get into sports are fixed,
5 innings.
before we get into that shit, let's talk about this Michael Vick. This poor guy's been sitting on hold for the last 15 minutes. Hey, man, Chris in Atlanta. What's up, man?
Hey, Chris.
Hello. Did he die?
He maybe just hung up.
Hello. Jesus Christ.
It's okay.
Oh, no, you know what? I'm not clicking. Here we go. Hello, Chris.
Yeah, what's going on, Bill?
Hey, man, I got 2 mouses over here, and I got too many mouses over here. What's going on, man?
So I'm just wondering what me as a Falcon fan has done to deserve the crappy team the Falcons are. Every time we get close to something, when we get screwed up, is there a chance we can get the championship this
What do you got? You got Joey Harrington?
Yeah.
Joey Harrington, what, he was at the Lions. Somebody plays with the Lions, you got to be like, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
That's one of those teams, man. It's just like their whole team has to be like Heisman Trophy #1 draft choices. It's like they've sucked my whole life. Other than they had Billy Sims for a minute.
Right.
They never built around him. Then they had Barry Sanders. And
Well, I mean, even at one point we had Green Bay Packers, Brett Favre.
you guys had Brett Favre and you let him go.
Yes.
Well, I don't know, man. What do you think about this whole dogfighting thing? That's what we really want to be talking about. I mean, the reason why you don't have the Michael Jordan of quarterbacks, at least as far as his
athletic ability.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Actually, right now in Atlanta, y'all might find this funny. The Atlanta Humane Society has taken all donations of Michael Vick jerseys. They're cleaning out dog pens with them and using them as security blankets for the puppies.
I saw that.
You know something?
See that.
That's something it takes it too far.
No. People. It's not. They're accepting the jerseys. People from all over the country are sending them in.
Oh, yeah,
and the great thing is they're cutting his name off the back and then putting the 7 up, and dogs are using it to pee on.
Yeah, that
hilarious.
is. I don't know.
People are sending it in. They're not asking people to do it.
What is the? So he plays.
All right, Chris, thanks for calling, man.
He plays for the Falcons, Michael Vick.
Well, he plays now for a penitentiary, but he did.
He's the guy, Joe. Even if you're not into sports, he's gotten to like a Paris Hilton level of attention here.
I know, because of the pit bull fighting.
He fought dogs. Like, I mean, it's to me, it's just more bizarre. You know, beating your wife, you know, killing your wife, fucking drugs. That's what I'm used to. And then all of a sudden, this stuff came out of nowhere. And
Yeah, what would be his interest in having pit bulls fight at his house? Like, what's? I don't understand why you would risk everything for that. You know, I agree with you. Like, why would? What's the attraction?
It's a lack of intelligence. To go serious for a minute, it's awful. He bought a house for his cousins, his brother, whoever it was. They were living in this house, and they wanted to set up a dog kennel. It was new NEWZ dogs.
Right.
And then he would go there for entertainment, and he would bet they say $30,000-$40,000 a fight. But that's outrageous. He has the largest contract, $100 million in NFL history. His endorsements triple that. It's just a mentality that's awful. And he surrounded himself with idiots, for lack of a better word. Fucking idiots. And it's bad. And now the guy's lost everything. Well, I mean, that's, today.
You're a gambling man. You wouldn't want to get in on some of that?
No, I like to gamble to win $500, $1,000.
What's the most fucked up thing you've gambled on?
Oh, God. I mean, nothing
Like
real.
the most bizarre sport.
I mean,
the Olympics. You're betting on like a gymnast.
No. I can beat you on that. We used to create gambling stuff in college where we would spray Raid into the wall of our house and bet on how many roaches would come out. 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and we'd have a board in the pool, and we would do that. We'd spray, and within a minute, how many roaches came out.
You didn't have a television?
Yeah, but this was stuff we wanted to do. 3, 4 in the morning, smoking weed, cocked at UMass Amherst. How many roaches can we get out? And we'd scoop them up, put them in a barrel, and then re-put them back into the wall. We built a wall, and we'd spray Raid into it, and they'd run out. I mean, that's pretty bizarre to bet on roaches.
Jesus Christ.
How much?
What's the personality?
What's the most you ever lost?
I lost $15,000 at my brother's bachelor party in Vegas, but that's when I was on Wall Street and I was making a lot of money. I lost $15,000 in 3 days.
How much you make in a week? If you
I was making upwards of $250,000 at a whack. I mean, this is
a week.
No, a week. I made $250,000 my second year out of college, so that was
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine having that much
wait a
money
minute.
at that age?
You were. He was down there before he did comedy. He was down there with the whole .com shit.
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
He was doing Boiler Room. He was down doing fucking Boiler Room.
Easy, Joe. Don't go there.
Yeah, easy, Joe.
Jesus,
I'm
my
serious.
dad and I worked together.
I'm serious.
Did you notice, by the way, when the fan gets knocked over, how much more quiet the whole thing is? Do you hear the fucking noise?
I like the background of the fan. The fan is a good
it's like
thing.
when you listen to the news and you hear the whatever.
Dude, what do you think about this NBA? First of all, everybody calling in is saying they're saying Vic is done with football. This guy here is trying to say cockfighting is as bad as dogfighting. I don't think it is, because I don't think there's anything worse than the sound of a dog yelping.
Yeah, and cockfighting's run by Latinos, so they're not really on the big hit list of, Hang
on a second. Will in Illinois, you're saying cockfighting is as bad as dogfighting?
No, I actually don't think it's as bad. Dogs, they've got personalities, and they're band's best friend. Whereas, chickens, roosters, what are they? They just they've got these dead eyes, and
yeah, but who got caught for cockfighting?
Nobody.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I just wondered if you guys thought it was as bad.
No, it's a fucking chicken. I eat chickens. I don't eat dogs.
Look, I disagree. I think if it's look, you're gonna damn one, you got to damn the other. It's not.
No.
It's not the matter. It's not the issue is not a dog or a chicken dying. It's the inhumaneness in which they are being killed or whatever. So, and I eat chicken.
First of
I'm
all,
sure they're not killed in a humane way anyway.
Will fucking go at it anyways. That's what they do.
That's what pit bulls do too.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. That's an ignorant thought.
They're bred that way.
If you bring them up that way, that's the way they're gonna be. They're like people, only dumber, right?
Okay, Bill.
I can like I'm a breeder. I have no fucking idea, but I know I've met some nice pit bulls.
Yeah, so have I. But what the hell does that mean? I've met some nice inmates
The problem with cockfighting is when they put the metal.
Yes.
Where? On tour?
When I did a drum seminar on Rikers Island, and I had to go into some of the cells to meet the people.
I know that's a lie, because they wouldn't let you bring the drumsticks in, because they would have sharpened them as weapons and stabbed you during the first 90 seconds of your awful drum set. Expedition.
I want to hear, but wait a second. I want to hear about, because fuck the gambling. I mean, that's interesting. We'll get into that. What's more interesting is you told me stories about when you were doing like the day trading and all that shit, the amount of money you were losing and making.
It was absurd.
I mean, that's insane. That's got to be where part of the gambling addiction must have helped you with that stuff, because you have the fire to go, fuck it, I'm putting $50,000 in this down.
Yeah, I mean, it's all.
What did you lose $15,000 on?
Oh God, it was a whole 3 days of craps, blackjack,
3-team tees, dude.
14-team Shark Tank.
Dude, I swear to God, I think fucking sports, I don't know if it's fixed, but the shit is manipulated. And that NBA ref getting caught, man, right there was like vindication for every sports gambler out there.
Absolutely.
That this guy, I mean, this dude was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just teeing guys up.
Yeah, they showed
You're
it.
telling me there's no umpires out there doing that?
Yeah, that's the thing. They showed
ringing people up.
When they started watching this NBA ref, and they went back and they have records of every game he reffed. 60% of the times the game would go over. For people listening, he was betting on the over-under, the total amount of points scored in the game, not if the Wizards beat the Pistons. It was how many points. So he would just tee someone up or call a foul, and then they'd shoot free throws, and like, the game went over 210 points, and he would tell his Mafia-connected guys that's what he was doing, not to manipulate who would win. Just the total points.
Oh, the over-under.
And then they'd say, wow, since he's been under investigation, these games are flying over. Wow, that's not a coincidence. And he admitted to it. Yeah, I owed them a couple $100,000, and I would say, this game tonight, I'll make sure it goes over. And they would all bet on it. So yeah, and you're right. He's the only guy doing
Dude,
it.
I think the whole thing's the whole Yankees Red Sox thing. Every year somebody jumps out in front, but no matter how
You gotta
far
reel
out,
him in.
Yeah, you got
You gotta
yeah, you
reel 'em
can't.
in.
Because, dude, baseball they've set up like a welfare system. Dude, we got a guy right here. He's saying as we're literally doing two topics at the same time because we're inexperienced here. We got this. Here's a pit bull breeder. Here we go. Hey, Shane, South Dakota. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, we just started talking about gambling, so we figured we'd jump back right in the middle of pit bull fighting.
Well, cool. Thanks, Bill. I really appreciate it. I really dig your comedy, man. Anyways, I kind of like the topic going along with the whole name of the show being Uninformed, because I listen to O&A and Ron Fez constantly, and every one of them I've heard ever since the Vic thing came up talking about pit bull fighting, and every one of them has got the most uninformed opinion in the world. And I'd like to ask Joe that since I'm a pit bull breeder, and have been for quite a while, I'd like to know how maybe he can explain to me how to breed pit bulls to be mean and fighting.
Pardon me?
He's saying he's a pit bull breeder, but not for fighting. For the ability to sell.
How would you breed a pit bull to be mean for fighting?
How the hell would I know? I know if you clip their tails, that's one thing you do.
Well,
no, I'm serious. If you clip their tails.
Does that make a Rottweiler mean? Because their tails are always clipped.
Dude, are you actually going to argue with... Dude, are you actually going to...
He's calling you on your shit. He's saying you're uninformed.
On my shit, are you actually going to call me on the fact that there have been more fucking pit bull attacks than any other dog in history? Are you actually going to act like I made that up?
Yeah, actually, there are more German Shepherd bitings.
Oh,
bastard!
Shit!
Damn!
Oh, shit!
Where's this? Well, this guy doesn't have a conflict of interest.
Man.
This guy doesn't have a conflict of interest to stick up for pit bulls, does he? He's a fucking pit bull breeder. You're going to act like there's not stories in the paper every fucking year about a pit bull attacking somebody?
For those of the people listening, Joe has M&Ms in his mouth. That's why he sounds all of a sudden like he's 60. So, Shane, what is your point?
Keep this guy on the line. No, I'm talking to him.
You're kind of yelling at him, Joe.
What is? But I'm serious. Like, what is your point? You're acting like I have no basis to say that pit bulls can be violent fucking animals.
Well, you're right. They can be just like any other type of animal out there. But I love it when people like you have a microphone to talk into, and you read something in a newspaper and you perpetuate the idea that these are such horrible dogs and they have this.
You're right, dude. Because I had a poodle, and that thing was a son of a bitch, man. I'll tell you.
Attribute to fucking attack, and you just said it a minute ago that they could to fight.
That what?
Okay, no, you're starting to cut out. All right, Shane. Thanks for calling in.
Said a minute ago.
Dude, he's made his point, man. We're just going to go fucking around and around in a circle here. I'm going to tell you something, though, Joe. We had a West Highland Terrier when I was a kid. Who's ever heard of those things fucking attacking him? Anybody. But we teased the shit out of this dog. We used to play the glove game. Hang on a sec. Exactly, Joe. And that's what they do with these pit bulls. If you have a pit bull and you treat it nice, what he's saying is the fucking thing is cool. But the last dog, but I will say the last dog you want to turn into a fucking mean son of a bitch is a pit bull.
Right. Let me tell you something. My cousin's ex-husband.
Why don't you finish your fucking M&Ms?
My cousin's ex-husband also raised pit bulls. He had several, okay? And he told me a bunch of shit about pit bulls. One thing being, you don't clip their fucking tails. When you clip their tails, when you see a pit bull with its tail clipped, that's a sign of a pit bull being bred for fighting. So I mean, so this guy is a breeder. I know a breeder.
I mean,
there's my word against his. It's like
No, he is a breeder, and you know a breeder. So I mean, if this was the military, he's a lieutenant. You're a sergeant.
Well, he says he's a breeder.
You say you know a breeder. And you're eating M&Ms. You got a big bag of yellow M&Ms.
And I'm your friend, and I'm your partner.
Joke, they came with the industrial size. Like, what is it, fucking Halloween? You be handing that
It
shit
is close.
up.
It's coming up. Yeah, and the thing is, to get back with Michael Vick and the dog fighting out, this was announced yesterday or today, they're going to have to destroy the rest of the dogs. They have like 100 dogs or 50, whatever the dogs are, because they're so...
Good, because they're evil fucking creatures.
Right, because they saw the equipment and all the... Wow.
They're evil, no good dogs. They should all be destroyed.
Jesus, hope no one knows the address of this place. You can piss some people off in the Bronx. They're going to come down.
I thought you said you didn't give a shit about dog fighting.
I don't. I don't.
You
I
don't.
got angry at that guy for acting like I was some kind of asshole for thinking that pit bulls
He didn't say you were an asshole,
can
Joe.
be
He
violent.
just merely said
No.
that you were uninformed.
He had his condescending, I'd like to ask Joe, well, if that did... I know what he was doing. And it's like,
he
dude,
was calling you on your shit.
Do you read those stories in the paper constantly?
First of all, that tail thing you said
Constantly.
just sounds like complete horseshit.
It's not.
Most times they cut the tail up. It's how the dog. It looks better. You know what I mean?
Not, dude.
No, they do.
Look
It's
better.
kind of like
Bill, it's
It's
not.
like giving it like a crew cut.
God's created this tail. We're
it's
going to
part
take it away.
But I mean, it's like you don't...
No, he's making it seem like it's the UFC. Like you cut the tail off because that's shaving your head. You know what I mean?
I just love the fact you go tail. I'm waiting for you to go, yeah, they shock them in the balls with electricity.
Dude, you should have seen this shit on
drowned
HBO.
them.
On HBO, they would steal people's like little fucking nice lap dogs, and they would duct tape their mouth shut, and they would teach these things how to kill. Dude, it was insane. It was insane.
I like the fact that they steal them. Can I bet on that? I want to bet on poodle fighting.
The big animal lover. Dude, it was brutal. They're like chaining them up to fucking radiators. Because God knows, if you get chained up to something, 9 times out of 10, it's a fucking radiator.
In a basement. A Brooklyn basement.
No, I'm saying they used to fuck. They tie these fucking things up, and they couldn't even fight back, and they just teach them how to kill each other. The one dog how to kill the other fucking dog.
What kind of
I gotta
dog
admit,
was
when I
this?
watched the clips, what
kind of dog was this again?
What kind of dog was what?
That you're talking about right now.
That they would catch
Yeah.
just mutts. One was a bulldog.
That sounds like...
Dude, it was awful. They would then some of them would actually live, and they would limp home, and then their owners. Dude, I'm really not trying to be funny here, but their owners
limp home.
They're trying to
Like
get back.
salmon finding their way back.
Trying to get Jesus Christ, Doug.
That sounds like bum fighting.
This was one of the saddest things I ever saw, man.
It sounds hilarious right now.
Dude, it wasn't. It was sad, man. These things they were limping home.
Anybody
they were,
arranging
one
a
of them
fight
just
tonight,
like
call us.
was completely missing a leg. Like they had to get rid of his leg. Now he's got like a 3-legged dog. So every time he sees him hopping across the living room, he just remembers. He's reminded.
My friend's dog,
He
when we were,
can never move on.
When we were kids, used to eat golf balls. That's why I don't feel bad about dog
Used
fighting.
to eat golf balls?
The fucking thing.
Joe,
would eat
you're eating a
golf
bag
balls
of fucking M&Ms.
and digest
So
them.
if somebody chained you to a radiator and had a fucking pit bull come in here and rip your jugular out, that should be funny. I'm going to sit there and be like, well, you know what? I saw Joe eating a big yellow bag,
What does
Halloween
that got to do with the
size.
golf balls thing?
Because
He skipped it.
Because you're judging the fucking dog. Dogs are stupid because one of them ate a golf ball. You're like racist.
No,
with dogs.
I was saying that's how much of an animal a fucking dog is, that it can digest a golf ball. Try eating a golf ball.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying they're fucking visceral fucking beings, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
So because
is that the wrong
yeah,
word?
what is that?
That's SAT prep, brother.
I don't know if I misused that. I think I used it correctly, though.
I don't think you used it
If
right.
anybody knows what visceral means, call in, please, and tell us.
Oh, this guy goes to a Mexican restaurant that has cockfighting.
Fighting.
I want to go.
I want to go.
Hey,
I'd love to go.
Marshall, are you calling from Marshall, Texas, or your name is Marshall and you're in Texas?
My name's Marshall. It's a Texas name.
Oh, okay, man. And you said there's a Mexican restaurant down there that has cockfighting?
Yeah, it's actually in Juarez, right across from El Paso. And first time I went there, the whole thing is circular, and there's this like pit in the middle, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So I'm sitting there with my Mexican girlfriend or whatever, and I'm not.
And did you just like order a quesadilla, and all of a sudden you notice this fight ring over to the left?
Well,
50 Mexicans with bills you don't recognize screaming.
Somebody hands him a betting slip. Can I have the menu? This is a betting slip, sir.
Yeah, no, I ordered the chicken. No, they had this like a buffet. Yeah, I know. Well, you guys are the pros.
No, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, they had this buffet table, and yeah, we're sitting there, and I'm eating this meat and shit, and then all of a sudden, these trumpets start playing and shit, and these guys are like carrying their roosters down to this pit right in the middle. We're like,
and you had no idea up to this point. You just thought you were gonna, have a nice quiet dinner with your girlfriend.
How did they do it out in the open like that? I thought it was illegal. I thought it was always like in a basement. With like guys in those wife beater T-shirts holding the fucking not in Texas.
Christopher Walken's playing Russian roulette in the corner.
We're talking about a country where you can watch donkeys fuck 14-year-olds. This is not exactly.
Well, so wait a minute.
Oh, you're in Mexico. I'm sorry. I thought you were in Texas.
He said across from El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
He crossed over and left his livelihood behind him.
Chipotle or Chipotle.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Cockfighting at Chick-fil-A.
Well, Texas, they got that fucking attitude the second you come in, that not in Texas.
Yeah, we're not Southerners, we're Texans. Like, then beat it.
Yeah, but
I lived there for a year.
man,
So wait a minute, did you bet on that shit?
No, there wasn't any betting, but that shit's bloody as hell, man. They have razors on their feet, and there's blood going everywhere, and in between rounds. First of all, the whole fight lasts maybe 10 minutes, but in between rounds, they're whispering in their ears, and they're blowing air through the cuts that the other rooster made to keep their lungs inflated long enough to keep fighting. And you're sitting there watching this gory shit.
Wait a minute, he's giving CPR. He's giving CPR to and this shit is a restaurant?
It is a restaurant.
Mexico.
You know what? I just became in favor of the fucking wall. Between you, I mean, what the fuck kind of people are this?
Take it easy, will you?
You guys need to do this full time.
Maybe that's why they're leaving. No, those are the smart people. I can't take it anymore. I just want to go out. I want to get a taco.
But I heard that. I heard that
Marshall,
before. I heard that before about the razor blades on the feet.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
It's just as brutal. By the way, visceral means dealing with crude or elemental emotions. I was kind of
way off.
Yeah.
Well, dogs would be dealing with crude elemental emotions. I just wasn't using visceral in the right sentence about a dog. They are visceral creatures, but not because they eat golf balls.
Right. Okay.
You see.
Caddyshack. Nice.
Sorry, man. I don't know how to hang up on people, and that guy was just still fucking hanging in there. How do you hang up the phone, Sean? How do I
boy's coming in right now to tell you.
Here we go.
Yeah, because that guy is continuing to laugh. I was like, all right, Marshall.
There he is.
Oh, down there?
To the rescue.
You should have like a little... What are you doing? That's not it.
Still doing it.
That's not it.
You're calling somebody. It's ringing. See who you're calling.
Go.
Who are you calling?
There you go.
He's calling the AS...
No. There you go. No, the fucking guy was still in line.
Calling the ASPCA. They
Look,
stop talking about
having callers is something new to us. Pigeons kill each other. Bullfighting, the same as cockfighting. Went to high school with Vic. You want to talk to any of these people? I have a pit bull.
Well,
Vic
somebody
deserves...
went to high school with Vic?
Yeah, I want to hear somebody went to high school with Joe DeRosa and can back up whether or not he's a cool person.
Dude, you want to talk about inhumanity to animals, dude. There's nothing more cruel than bullfighting.
What?
There's nothing more cruel than bullfighting.
I don't know.
They kill the fucking bull.
No, the best thing is how they slow him down before he gets in there.
Yeah,
like
that's
in the movie
bullshit.
Gladiator.
That's
he stabs
bullshit.
him underneath in the armpit so he can't fight. People don't realize they stab the thing 50 times and they give it like a laxative.
It's sad, dude. That's fucking sad,
it's a
man.
bull.
Yeah.
And what do you do with a bull? It's useless when it's dead. Leather.
What do you mean? You don't make burgers out of those things?
I'm sure they do. Or they ship it to China.
No, you don't. You eat cow. You don't eat bull.
They do in China.
It's saying that you don't eat rooster either. You eat chicken.
Well, that's because you just want to have more chickens and more cows. But if you're going to fucking kill the bull anyways, you're telling me there's not a good flank steak on a bull?
No, they're too fucking muscular, dude.
Then it's a gamey steak. It's okay.
How do you know?
I know, Bill. I'm fucking making it up as I go. I'm guessing why we don't eat bull. Usually you don't eat an animal that's too muscular.
Yeah, but you're delivering it like you're the head of the FDA.
Well, for the same reason they don't have the running of the cows, because cows are fat, lazy things that taste good. See what I'm saying?
I don't know what a cow is. That's how fucking
female
stupid
bull.
I am. Well, let me ask you a question. Before people came around, were there just herds of cows just walking around?
I don't know. You know what? I didn't realize the other day. Chickens just reproduce on their own. I never realized that.
I thought the rooster fucks them.
No, they just make eggs. Dude, there's like one rooster on a whole farm. It's all chickens.
Wait a minute.
Dude, the
wait
hen
a minute.
house, dude.
Then why is the rooster so pissed off if another rooster comes in near his hens if he's not fucking them anyways?
I don't think he fucks them, dude.
The fox comes in and he gets
Dude,
pissed
you know what? Is there a farmer out there, for the love of God? Dude, you know something? I'm an idiot. I'm gonna tell you something.
right now.
I am a fucking idiot, but the shit Joe says, it's just like, what?
Know what it is? I figured it out. Joe hung out with a lot of dumb kids in high school, and he would just say shit, and they were like, yeah, Joe, that's fucking
You're right.
right.
They weren't the-
Joe
they weren't the
DeRosa
bright
is trying
bulbs
to
you
say
guys are.
that chickens are fucking asexual.
They are.
What's this,
Well, just because you
Jurassic
yell
Park?
it.
They just sit in that fucking thing and drop the eggs down, dude. They don't. Nothing.
Bugs
They don't
Bunny?
get banged at all. The rooster.
No.
Then what is the purpose of the rooster?
It's just a male chicken. It's almost like
For what?
It's almost like a defect. Do you know what I mean? Like male chickens are very rare.
Sounds like the Oprah Winfrey
You're
show.
digging a hole, brother. What do you mean they just...
No,
they-
just have
the
them keep
rooster-
talking.
Its purpose is to go cock-a-doodle fucking do.
Oh, my God.
All right, if anybody knows whether or not roosters fuck chickens,
Yeah, anybody from Peoria out there, call us.
how did the show get to this point? If anybody out there knows if roosters fuck chickens. Hey, before we go to break, we got to talk to this guy. This guy ate a pit bull in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
According to him. Aaron.
Hey.
Hey, man, you're like the baddest dude ever. You ate a pit bull in the Philippines?
Yeah, we were over there in the military, or
Uh-huh.
I should say that. And
You did say that.
Yeah, those bastards, they cook them up because they're kind of a cuisine.
Did you find it to be gamey because it was really muscular?
No, it tasted like ass.
No, like...
But what?
Seriously, what did it taste like? Equate it to something like.
I thought I was going to be able to beat you on the bull thing.
No, it.
Liken it to some kind of meat that we would know.
Do you guys, you ever ate like quail?
I have.
Yeah? Have you ever, like, talked a little faster?
Or like rabbit? Does it taste like rabbit? Rabbit tastes like shit to me.
No, it was kind of a gamey bird kind of taste.
Well, if you, I don't like how you said the bastards cook them up, and then you ordered a little pit bull falafel.
Yeah.
You kind of supported it. You can't believe in Thailand they fuck kids. So I'm sitting there, I got this 8-year-old.
I'm in the military.
Come on! Get Bill a new Delphi.
What?
That's some O&A shit. I don't even know what the
All
fuck
right,
that means.
bye. See ya.
I know the Ramon part, but I don't know what a Delphi is. Anyways, all right, we're going to be going to break. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been listening, and we're real psyched that we finally have phone calls. And maybe we can actually get into whether or not you think sports are fixed. Let's try to stick with that rather than jumping back and forth between, pit bulls.
But I want to know the
roosters.
chicken thing. If it.
All right, by the end of the show, can somebody please tell Joe if a rooster actually fucks a chicken or if they're asexual? All right, man, the final hour, we got Women Who Ruin Porn coming up. You're listening to Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Right, man. Hey, what's going on? You're listening to Uninformed with Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, and special guest Doug Senier. And the big question, if you're just tuning in, that we had going to break are, do roosters fuck chickens? Because according to Joe, the eggs just magically appear in their little chicken womb. And you know what's funny? People are just calling in right now. And the states they're calling in from, you got to believe that they know what they're talking about. Kentucky, Nebraska. There's even a guy from West Palm Beach who says Joe is a retard with chickens. So let's go to the first guy. The first guy. All right, in Nebraska. Eric, what's up, man? You going to set us straight here or set Joe straight?
Of course.
Okay, what's the deal?
All right, the deal is roosters do fuck chickens. That's how the eggs become fertile. A chicken or a hen, a female chicken, will lay eggs every day if properly taken care of. That does not necessarily mean they will hatch into anything unless the rooster is present.
All right, you're talking shop. What do you mean properly taken care of? If little action
This
happens?
guy sounds like he's on a tractor right now.
He's got a truck with a bunch of chickens behind him.
If they're fed right and if they're taken care of. If they live in a harsh environment where they're constantly running for their life and that kind of thing, they won't lay eggs every day.
Oh, okay, so if I knock up my girlfriend, I just have to chase her around the apartment a little bit, and I'll be out of it. That was informative on a couple of different levels. All right, Eric, thanks a lot. All right, what do we got? Craig in Kentucky.
Hey, Oh, this is Chris. Actually, don't matter.
Hey, Chris.
He pretty much took the chicken thing. If a rooster fucks the hen, she'll lay an egg that'll hatch. If the rooster doesn't fuck the hen, she lays eggs that you make omelets with.
So she can lay eggs without getting fucked.
Oh my God!
Right, they're not fertile.
And with the
Oh, so that's them like having like a period. So they keep it
much,
away.
yeah.
Joe was fucking right. That motherfucker in Nebraska was wrong, according to Chris. Now, Chris, do you own chickens?
Now, I don't know much about chickens. I was mainly calling in about the cattle, but I mean, I grew up around farms and stuff.
I'm going to believe you with that accent, man.
Why don't we eat bulls? Chris, why don't we eat bulls?
We don't eat bull. Well, as much as I fucking hate to say this, Joe was right about that. We don't eat bulls because they're muscular, but we don't eat cows either. Okay, a cow is generic form for the big thing. A cow or a bunch of them's cattle. The male with balls is a bull. He fucks the cows to make little cows. The cow is the mama that gives milk and all that shit. What we eat is what's called a steer. A steer is a castrated bull. When the bull calf is born, if you want him to become burgers and steaks, as soon as he's born, you put a big rubber band around his balls, or you cut them off. The rubber band, of course, cuts off circulation; they fall off, and that keeps him in mass.
Christ, that's the fucking bull's option. All right, we either cut it off quick or we'll just put an elastic around it and,
So that's where that term comes from, about putting a rubber band around your nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I do that for stamina.
And unless you got any more questions, that's
I got one more. This guy's about as useless as tits on a boar. What does that mean?
Bull.
Bull.
Oh,
Jesus, Billy.
Because it's a male animal, Bill. If it had tits, they'd be useless. It's a male.
Yeah.
Well, what about what about pigs who were into fucking transvestites?
It's not pigs, Bill. It's tits on a bull.
On a bull. Oh, okay.
Well, where I'm from, we say tits on a boar, which a pig, a male pig is a
He
boar.
does say it, all right there, fuckhead?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the same thing. It's then, do you want to talk about cattle or do you want
Dude,
to
you
talk
are the
about
most informed son of a bitch we've ever had on this show. I swear to God. Bring up another animal. Let's see what else this guy knows.
Pit bulls. What do you think of pit bulls?
Do snakes have sex? I always wanted to know that.
Yeah, they do have sex. You know, on the Discovery Channel? Ask them something harder. What's the difference between...
You didn't know chickens had sex. Fuck off.
What do you mean I did? They do fucking have sex. We were both right.
Well, I was more right.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were more amazingly right.
Thank you.
If that means anything. All right, Chris, you gotta fucking call in next time we do this show, man. You are just full of information. And we've done no background research on you, but we're still going to take you at face value that you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Thank you, Chris.
Jesus Christ, Joe. You know what? You had a brutal second hour, and you're starting off the top of the hour. I mean, what was that? Was that 3? He went 3 for 3.
Yeah,
maybe I was right about a few things in the second hour that you guys trashed me about, and nobody could prove.
Oh, shit. He's
or
talking
take
shit
my back.
about drumming again.
It is. It's going back to high school.
John Henry DeRosa.
Basic
Mother
confused.
Dick. You know what's funny? During the break, I apologize to the last people who had to listen to Joe munch on his fucking M&Ms. And this was kind of what kind of out of shape shithead Joe DeRosa is. He is eating, eat a bag of M&Ms. People do that shit. He has, I got to tell you the weight of this fucking bag of M&Ms. Net weight, 14 ounces.
Do you know how much that is,
doesn't
Bill?
mean anything to me.
It's almost a pound.
Well, you know what it is? It's 396.9 grams. I do know that.
Okay.
This is like a fucking kilo.
Look at the saturated fat content.
This is the Tony Montana.
I didn't eat the whole bag. I ate fucking 10.
You were on your fucking way.
I ate 10 of them, Bill.
You were on your way, fucking
during the break.
Broadcasting
I
101.
apologize too that I was eating M&Ms and chewing. That was unprofessional of me, but I will not apologize for the fact that Billy is a fucking Sally when it comes to fast food and junk food. And that's why you're moving to L.A., because, you want to go out there and get some
because
nice,
there's no healthy places to eat here.
Sprouts and all
Billy,
those
the
things.
good thing would be to follow up again. He goes, I'm sorry for chewing them. If he could swallow them whole like the golf ball, like a pit bull.
We can fight Joe.
Right, and if he could shit out the whole M&M, he would be a cock bullfighting motherfucker.
I'll fight a pit bull.
I would love
First
to
of all,
see
Joe,
that.
if you want to know why your your body is in the shape it is, total fat content 17%, saturated fat 23%. The total fat is 17. Somehow the saturated fat is even higher.
I'm
That's
not
how fucking
I'm not that out of shape.
And how many M&Ms
Joe,
is that? It says per serving. How many
you're
M&Ms?
talking like I'm a fat guy. I'm not fat.
Joe, you know what it is? You're that non-committal, awful, middle fucking of the road body.
I'm skinny fat.
Yeah, you can't tell if you're on your way to obesity or you're making a big comeback. Like if you got a high school reunion coming up, or somebody just dumped you.
You know what, Bill?
One of the
I'll tell you what I am.
A couple lines, you'll get a six-pack.
I'll tell you what I am. I'm fucking happy is what I am. I eat things that I enjoy. I put things into my body that I enjoy, and I enjoy myself.
You know, Joe came over to my house in this beautiful kitchen that he's going to be cooking in. And we... and
I made you a hell of a meal.
Okay, absolutely, shithead. I made you a bunch of meals. You make me one meal all of a sudden...
Nia made me a bunch of meals.
Hey, who do you think bought those steaks? Huh? Who do you think bought those steaks? Listen to this shit. This is what a fucking animal Joe DeRosa is. We fucking, I don't know what the fuck we made, but you know the gristle?
Yeah, of course.
He eats that shit.
No.
Yeah.
That's like, oh my God.
Like John Candy in that fucking boat trip.
When I was a little kid, do you remember B&M
Summer
baked
rental?
beans?
What was
do you
it?
remember B&M baked beans? Did you have those as a kid growing up?
Yeah.
B&M, the red can,
Yeah.
half red, half blue, and you open it up
Right.
and you pour it in. They had that big fucking thing of lard.
Yeah.
To taste. My dad, if we touched that, would stab us with his fork. That
Exactly.
was his thing. And sometimes he would get drunk and open up a can of beans and just sift through it and eat that thing of lard, then throw the beans away. That's disgusting. I can't.
Yeah, I eat the
that's
grist
fucking
off the
Joe.
bones,
that
dude.
you eat.
If you gave
'Cause
Joe,
I am
if
the
you
king
gave
of the
Joe,
beast, and I will consume. I would eat the fucking bones if I knew they wouldn't splinter up my stomach. I swear to God.
dude, everything. He's eating chicken, every fucking animal you can think of, and it's
I
he doesn't
sucked marrow
stop.
out of bones
He
before.
Yeah, dude.
What's
you're
with
like,
eating the fat,
Out of
though?
veal bones, I sucked
dude,
marrow
it's
out
like
of them.
eating with the fucking Lost Boys. Dude, I mean,
Joe's hanging upside down in Billy's
Nothing better than a piece
dude,
of
I mean,
fat on the
him
steak.
eating buffalo wings is one of the most it's animalistic, man.
Why
It's
is
fucking
it-
brutal.
And meanwhile, you eat them.
Were you ever chained to a radiator, Joe?
You eat them
like in a fucking civilized person.
No, you eat them like this. You take these little bites, like you're biting those fucking candy buttons off of that toilet paper strip when you're kids. And you got enough meat
Which
left
is
in
the
your
worst
fucking
gift.
plate to make a fucking chicken salad, dude.
Joe,
I
you're
eat the
you're
shit.
eating the fucking patella,
Yep.
rolling it around in your mouth.
I want every bit of that thing's soul inside of me. I want to digest as much of that animal as I can.
So you're happy though, Joe. That's what you said. You don't give a shit. You put happy things into your body.
Dude, I eat healthy too. I have plenty of salads for meals.
Wait a
for the
minute,
week.
I've known you 3 years. I'm gonna try to fucking think.
Anytime you
I'm
ever
gonna
see a
try to
salad,
think.
have you-
Twice this week.
Joe,
Twice this week for dinner. Twice this week for dinner.
Joe, your
Chicken.
headshot should be you walking out of a McDonald's with a big
Twice this
satisfied
week.
look on your face.
Hold on. I'm not disagreeing with you fully.
shit.
I'm not disagreeing with you fully. But twice this week I ate McDonald's, but also twice this week I ate baked chicken, baked potato, and asparagus. So
Covered with
I
mayonnaise,
balance it
sour
out.
cream, and
No, I balance it out, man. But I'm not going to deprive myself. I'm not going to be one of these scared fucking people that won't eat KFC because I heard it had trans fat in it. It's like, it tastes good. I'll eat it sometimes. I'm not scared of it.
I hear you. I'm older though. I gotta be careful.
I know, Joe. You're a rebel.
I'm not a rebel, but
You
I mean,
got-
it's
you got
just
a
that-
motorcycle
it's
jacket
It's
on.
the fear, dude.
Dude, I'm not saying I don't eat candy, but when I eat candy, I don't get the fucking. You could open a movie theater with
I
this
gave
shit.
I gave the producer $1. I go, get me some M&Ms. He brought me that bag. I ate
He did
some of
not
them.
spend $1. That is not $1 worth of
I
candy.
gave him $1. Let's
That
get
is-
him in here.
That's a fucking.
Come on in and get on the mic. Did I ask for the big bag?
I like the fact that he's on
Travis,
the
get in
radio
here.
and he goes, "Get me something crunchy."
Travis, did I say get me the giant bag?
Did he say get me something crunchy?
Give me M&Ms.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
couldn't
You've
eat.
seen the way you've eaten.
And you ate some of them, you fucking Southie cocksucker.
I jogged 4 miles today.
You
I
did you?
work
First of
out
all, you know
all
what?
the
You know what,
time.
Doug?
I always work out.
He does. He works out.
I
go
work
to.
out.
You ever been to
I
a
have
gym,
to.
Joe? Have you
he
ever
works
been
out his
to a
fucking
gym?
wrist on the
Wait a
crafts
minute.
table. That's what he
Wait
fucking
a minute.
works out.
Wait a second.
God, he's starting to bash me on gambling. Let's get into it.
Wait a second. Have you ever gone to a gym?
Yes.
And what did you do?
It was the worst experience of my life. I try not to remember it.
Okay, wait a second. We got to talk. What happened? Did you go wait?
I hate it. It's awful. It's the worst thing ever. It's the most brainless, fucking repetitive.
No, eating M&Ms is
unfulfilling-
just a fucking spiritual
I'm
experience,
hungry,
isn't
Bill.
it?
It's a snack. I don't.
M&Ms are not a snack. That's something.
What are they? A
fat
meal,
people-
Bill?
That's something that fat people.
It's a snack. That's what I mean.
Dude, what are you
Bill,
on your fucking period?
Bill, that's what I mean. That's what I fucking mean about that. It's like you're so
the fact
afraid.
that you're standing up. The fact
You're
that you're
so-
standing up does not fucking bug me.
You're so afraid of
Look at his
putting,
man tits. They're already starting to fucking protrude.
You're so afraid of putting anything like that into your body ever.
I'm not.
The day you start going to the gym.
I wanted a snack, so I had a snack. When else are you supposed to eat M&Ms? When are you
Dude,
supposed to
I'm
eat
hungry. I
When
have
you
a
start
fucking sandwich.
Right. When you start taking a shit and you can't see a cock, you're gonna stop.
So if I
eating
ate a
M&Ms.
fucking sub with mayo on it, you wouldn't have made fun of me.
When Joe takes a shit, it's every color of the rainbow. It's all these M&M shells coming out of his fucking ass, and there's a big piece of
You
gristle.
fucking bullshit artist. You did that fucking harebrained. You're the opposite of the spectrum. Billy did that fucking horseshit thing where you drink lemon juice and paprika and nothing
called a
else
fast.
for 10 days. It's called moronic.
Oh, really?
Eat food. You're a fucking human being. Okay?
And what is that based on?
You think the fucking cavemen did that?
I gotta have a lemon juice paprika.
You know what? I don't know what they did, but I know they didn't talk like that.
Yeah.
All right, their fucking quest for fire.
I'm doing
why
those.
don't you sit back down, Joe?
Yeah, for
first of
those
all,
listening,
I'm a
Joe's
decade
up.
older than you, and I'm in much better shape. So you really don't have a fucking
okay.
argument.
Well,
Huh? You want
maybe-
to do fucking push-ups after the fucking after the drum off, dude? I will beat you in 7 different categories next show.
Maybe when I'm 48, I'll be in good shape too. You know, but I mean, right now I'm having fun. I'm a young guy. I got a high metabolism. I can get away with this shit. I'm
Hey, it's not
enjoying it.
that
Do you
high.
think he's getting away with it?
I don't think he is.
Look at
to be
Doug.
honest.
You look younger than Joe.
No,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
Joe,
getting
you
away
look
with
like you just got out of a failed marriage.
it. Okay. Well,
He's on his way to a cockfight. He's got a bunch of money on
I'm
him.
getting
Joe,
away with it.
I'm not saying.
Joe, you get away with shit because of your fucking
Oh,
personality.
Jesus Christ, Joe, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Personality gets you
Doug,
away
do you know how
with
much
everything.
I should weigh? Do you have any idea what I should weigh?
I don't,
Versus what I do weigh?
I should probably weigh 175. I'm 178,
No,
79.
I'm
That's
not
how
saying.
you look, though.
I'm not saying should. I'm saying.
What are you, 6 feet tall?
Joe,
No,
your
I'm
whole
saying
body.
hypothetically
Joe.
what I should weigh with the way I eat.
Oh, I don't know.
How tall are you? How tall are
The
you?
inside of your body probably looks like a sweater that's been in the dryer for 2 years, though. It's not healthy looking.
No, you know what
That's
it
not
is?
fucking
Joe is
good.
all gristle. If Joe could eat himself, he could die. He'd
What's
just
wrong
be-
with the way I look?
Huh?
Chicks like me. Always got a chick.
Okay, man. There you go.
They're attractive. I'm always getting compliments. I
That
look
too.
nice.
I mean,
dressed.
Someday you're going to wake up and that
Joe,
shit's
first
gonna
of all,
stop.
Joe,
That's what
guys
sucks.
don't walk around in bikinis. They're not into looks. You're making a little bit of money. You've been on the boob tube over there, and you're in the game. You go on stage. You're dancing around.
How do I
up
look
there,
bad right now?
Doing your
How
musical
do I look
shit.
bad right now?
Jesus, Joe, are you gonna be a fucking taking everything serious cunt the whole
on.
fucking show?
I'm asking you to back up your
Joe,
argument.
you're sitting here with 2 other guys, and you're eating a big bag of fucking
And
M&Ms.
so is this fuck. He was eating them too. Why don't you give him shit?
Because he wasn't eating them on the mic.
Yes, he was.
It's not my fucking show.
But you know what? He's never going to raise his voice like that, Joe, and that's what makes this show.
Because
Is
I'm
you
a fucking man. and
putting
I'm
your
me.
eyebrows up, going.
Because I'm me. I'm me. I embrace my
Snickers.
feminine side as well as my masculine side.
Where is your feminine side?
You're hearing it. You're hearing
his
it.
hands, his big piano-playing hands.
Wow, those are beautiful.
Joe was actually a hand model. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, he was
hand and foot model.
Yeah, when he was 5 years old, he used to do Oil of Olay
at the church bazaar. This is the deacon's son. Come on, buy these fucking clothes.
Joe, you're getting. I don't know. You're really fucking. You don't sound like a guy who just hooked up with a great apartment, man. You're seeing. I don't know what's going on with him. You're just really sensitive this whole show.
It's me, Joe.
You've been a bit of a cunt.
I'm not being really sensitive. You're fucking with me. I'm fucking with you back. But when I fuck with you back, you take it as me being defensive.
Can we play back the audio from the last hour when he's just like, "I'm serious."
Dude,
I'm fucking serious.
I was serious.
It's over.
No,
I'm fucking serious.
The thing about my dad, I was serious about. You can't.
Well, I
say
didn't
was
realize
being
you
a cunt
weren't because
about
you weren't
this.
standing up.
Because you stood up too.
Yeah, but I do it in a fucking manly way. I don't
Do ya?
stand up with a bag of fucking treats.
Do you? You took my treats away from you. Is that manly, Bill? You
I
do
took
that
them
to all your
away.
buddies? You take their treats away?
No, I had to read how much these fucking thing weigh, and you exposed that I didn't know what it meant. It was
Yeah.
a nice little fucking moment.
It was. We're still having nice moments.
And the producers of the show go,
Dude.
it sounded great when you were chomping on the peanuts.
Hey, dude, you actually, speaking
Don't
of
read that.
Speaking of gyms, dude, this is fucking hilarious. I know
All
it
right.
has to do with the gym, so you don't
Oh,
like
okay,
it.
Okay.
It says on the cover of the post today, they had something called Gym Rage, and you know those spin classes. Joe, I'm sure you've I don't know, you've walked by a gym and maybe looked in the glass.
I'm aware with the spin classes.
Yeah, dude.
are.
First of all, they're horrific. So evidently there was some hedge fund guy on these spin bikes, and he was grunting the whole class. And some dude was telling him to shut the fuck up, and he didn't. And he picked the dude and his bike up and threw him against the wall. Yeah, he fucking. This is what they say. He grunted a lot. Admittedly, he war whooped. he hollered, "Great song," and "You go, girl." his lawyer's defense was, "My client was in what's called the zone."
Oh, what, the Venus Williams grunt zone?
I don't know what he was doing, right? So this guy said, at first it escalated. At first he said, "Shut up." Then it escalated to "Shut the fuck up." Then the broker allegedly issued the final ultimatum: "If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm getting off my bike." And the hedge fund guy said, "Stop being a baby." And this dude came over, just picked him up and his whole fucking bike.
Right. Well, the great thing is,
him against the
great
fucking
thing
wall.
is we got a hedge fund guy and a broker. So I don't go to that gym.
No, the best part is the guy said he has to have discs of a cadaver, 6 of them in his neck. But the other guy's saying that's bullshit. He got back on his bike and finished his 50-minute workout
quietly.
But wait, what is the?
I know, quietly.
Quietly. What is? I thought I knew what a spin class is. What is it? If you're on a bike, I thought the spin class was
like, and you can't sit down. You got to stand and bike.
No, they got the stationary bike, like the one like Jack Tripper rode in the beginning of
Why is it
Three's
called
Company.
a spin class?
I have no idea, Joe.
No idea.
It's something that, like, I don't know. It's they always play techno music and it's really loud, and it is
Turn the
fucking
lights
annoying.
off. It's awful.
Jesus, Joe, do you know anything about any?
Yeah, I know.
So go to the
I know
gym,
how chickens work, and
you
I know
run,
why we don't
you
eat
lift,
bulls.
and you
No,
look
I
at
meant like
Sports
when
Center.
it comes to like physical activity.
Bill, I hate sports. Okay.
Whoa, do you hate sports?
Yes.
You don't follow
I
them.
hate them. I don't like playing them. I don't like watching them.
I hate Frank Zappa, but I know shit about him.
Okay. Well, look,
I mean,
I know
a
that
spin class?
I know that you get a
Jesus,
home run in baseball.
Okay.
You know, whatever. I hate sports. I don't like watching them. I hate playing them.
You love M&Ms.
I hate going to the gym. Although I'm going to start going to the gym because I do want to get in shape. But I
I gave you a workout, didn't I?
I will hate. No, I will hate every minute of it. Ow.
See, that's why he needs to go to the gym. That was an M&M. Ow.
I will hate
an M&M.
I lobbed it.
I will hate every fucking minute of the experience.
You know what gets you
I hate
through it?
You know
the
what?
hot ass. There's a lot of hot ass if you go to a good gym. That helps, and you see the difference.
That's not going to help. That's just going to make me frustrated.
Joe, you know what's going to make your day? One of the callers actually wants to apologize to you.
For what?
The pit bull breeder, Russ.
Are you kidding?
Russ.
Yes.
You there, man? You said you want to apologize to Joe?
Yeah, I called to apologize, Joe. I only called breaking his balls, but he seemed to take it a little more personally than he should have.
Yeah, didn't it seem?
That's not apologizing. You're getting deep-rooted and saying he's a pussy.
I appreciate the apology, Russ. I didn't take it personally. I just get very passionate and loud when
I think I got to agree with Russ, man. I thought you were real sensitive.
You seemed to be a little more upset, and I was only fucking with you, dude.
That's okay. Thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
No, you know what, Joe? There's a different energy with you today. I don't know if you're under a lot of stress, but like you've just
moving.
really
Moving.
Maybe it's moving.
Moving.
What
is
do you
very
mean?
stressful.
I mean, Russ, have you heard the show before?
You, as a comedian, you snapped. I was only fucking around. You know,
I know.
You're like, okay, he can take a joke. Well,
hey, Russ, you know what?
Seemed like he could take a fucking joke.
I got angry because I thought you were being like. I didn't realize you were fucking with me. I thought you were really like challenging me and being like, you're completely wrong and you're being an idiot, and that's why I got angry because I was like,
Nah, dude. I was just fucking around. I love the fucking show. I love what you guys
Russ.
do.
Hey, Russ, can I
otherwise
apologize?
I wouldn't be listening to the show. I love the fucking show.
I appreciate it, Russ. Thank you very much. Sincerely, thank you. That was nice of you to call.
All right,
I'm serious. Thank you.
Hey, Russ, I want to apologize for Joe's behavior.
Yeah.
And
didn't
forgetting
see that
that you know it's
Yeah.
it's a comedy show, so we want to apologize to you as a listener, okay?
He
Yeah.
doesn't know any better.
I know he doesn't, but you know we're gonna bring him around. We're gonna make a man out of him.
Russ, what
Is that what a man's man does, Bill? He apologizes
Hey,
for his buddy's behavior?
No, you can take
Well,
shit.
see, whatever.
I'm trying to smooth it out. It's like we're in a
We smoothed
fictitious
it
bar
out.
right
This
now.
is between me and Russ. Butt the fuck out of it, Bill.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow! Look at Joe getting
Joe's
his
about
fucking
to stand
blood
up again.
Huh?
He's going to stand up.
Joe, you want your M&Ms back? Is that the fucking problem?
No.
He's getting
Take those
tested.
M&Ms and shove them up your ass.
All right, Russ, man. Thanks for calling.
Russ, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.
See?
See you, bro.
All right,
Bye.
thanks, man.
Now, that's a good guy.
See, dude, and I'm telling you, I've been fucking... Here you go, Joe. Here are your fucking M&Ms. Why don't you lighten up for the last fucking 40 minutes of the
Dude,
show?
we're having a good time. Why are you...
I'm having a good time. Doug's
Why?
having a good
I'm having a
time.
good time.
No other listener felt like they had to call in and apologize
That's
to the
hilarious.
shit.
That's the first time in radio history that's ever happened, I think.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
It's the first time in the history of this show.
All right.
I got to think there's been some other whiny
wanna
cunt
fight me-
eating M&Ms on another radio show, Joe.
Well, fight me on every turn, every fucking thing I say, combat it, and then wonder why I'm yelling
I'm
at
just
you.
having a good time, Joe.
I'm having a good time too, Bill.
Bill, lay off Joe. He's not a cunt. Here we go, Joe. Everybody's feeling bad for you. Here we go.
Because
Annie.
you're being pushy.
Annie.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Am I being too hard on Joe?
Well, I want to preface this by agreeing with you that Joe's kind of a fucking idiot, but I think maybe you're being kind of a douche tonight, and you should lay off of him a little bit.
Okay.
Are you from Philly?
I'm from Allentown.
No, there you came
I
close.
went to Kutztown University. I recognize that fucking accent you got there.
Nice. Yeah, but it's right up the street.
Did you hear about Joe and his reputation being down there in Allentown, his popularity and his drumming and all that stuff?
Oh, I'm originally from Jersey. I don't know anything out here.
Oh, so the
I don't know anything.
The buzz on Joe DeRosa. All right, thanks a lot. See, there you go, Joe. There's a couple of people taking your side. We want you to leave here happy.
I am happy.
That I think you have a very controlled sort of calmness.
Oh,
It
Jesus
just
Christ,
doesn't
dude.
seem like it's
Nickname Gristle. Got the
I
Gristle
know what you're
look.
doing. You're
Oh,
pushing
yeah.
my buttons fine.
It's working, Joe. It's been
Yeah,
working
it's
for the last
working,
hour and a half. This has been the
and we're-
easiest radio I've ever had
And
to
we're
do.
laughing and having a good time. So
I don't know, Joe. You admitted that you got a little testy.
I got mad about the thing
Little
with my
bit,
dad.
little bit. You get a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
You did.
disrespecting him a little bit.
Just a little. I know. Come on, anybody's listening.
All right.
You got to know I fucking love Joe. Okay, there you go, Joe. Huh?
Bill, I love you too.
All right, now
You
we
hugged
had a
me
nice
on my birthday. Remember that?
Yeah, we
You
had a
guys
nice...
just hugged it out without touching. That's so
exactly.
bullshit,
Now we had to have
though.
like this douchey moment.
Yeah.
There's no douchey. I didn't ask
All
for the
sports
douchey
fans
moment.
listening just
Look,
dropped.
first of all, everybody's calling in. They feel bad for you. You think those are the only two calls?
Those are the only two.
The whole thing is lit up over here.
What's it say?
I see the board.
Read me
I
the
can see,
titles of the calls.
Lay off Joe. Poor Joe. I feel bad for him. His dad isn't a pervert. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of shit.
I don't believe you that that's all over there.
We definitely
There's
need
nothing
someone
here.
to call in that went to school with Joe. That would be great.
Oh, here's another guy. Who's
Fantastic.
another guy from this guy wants to apologize to you too, Joe.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Marshall, what's up, man?
Oh yeah, I just I wanted to apologize. I stayed on the line too long. I called about that Mexican restaurant, and
No, that was
I don't know,
great.
there was the whole dial tone thing, and it just
Oh no,
went on and on.
Sorry, it's okay, man. See what you started here, Joe. Now everybody feels like this is the session.
This is the birth of a new segment. This is the birth of a new segment.
Apologize to Joe. Marshall, you just started. Yeah, now Don wants to apologize. You got to apologize to Joe. Don, you're on the air.
I just wanted to apologize to Joe, too.
For what, Don?
I'm sorry his dad was a kid toucher, you know, being in church and everything, and I was a victim, and I know it must be a bitch to be the...
You were a victim of Joe's dad or someone else?
Jesus Christ.
Was it Bishop DeRosa from Philly?
Now he's a bishop. Now he's in the Vatican. He's hanging out with the Pope.
At least he gave him a promotion.
He's a cardinal. He
My dad's drinking with the Pope.
All right, Don. Thanks for because Joe's real sensitive. I think that's what we'll do from now on. At the end of Uninformed, we'll spend 10 minutes apologizing to Joe DeRosa.
You gotta get a P.O. box.
Yeah.
Not giving you P.O. box out.
Gets
and
a little
getting
worked
fan
up.
mail.
I'm writing this down.
We're gonna have to have a little benefit for you.
Fucking hilarious.
And there you go, Joe. Another half-hour radio. You just been he's gold.
Yeah, he's visceral. He's visceral.
He's absolute gold. So if anybody's tuned in, we're
break time.
Yeah, it's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa, and I guess we were mean to Joe. Joe took it seriously, and some of the callers want to call in and apologize to Joe because he just really seems like he's sensitive. I took his M&Ms away. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Doug, I think, the fact that you've been a third of this show is, it's offensive to Joe. If
Yeah.
you want to apologize to Joe before the break?
I'm sorry, Joe, and you do look good. You do look good, and your metabolism has not slowed down a bit. since
Joe, you got your whole life ahead of you, man. I just, I think
your new
everything's...
apartment.
Yeah.
Sure.
And call me, I'll help you move.
Exactly.
I'll lift a box of M&Ms for you.
All right, guys. You're listening to Uninformed, Bill Burr and sensitive Joe DeRosa. We'll be back in a minute.
Voice your strong opinion right now. 866-WOW1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
All right. We are back for the final half hour of Uninformed. Been a great show. Bill
Yes.
Burr, Joe DeRosa, special guest, Doug Signier. Doug, you got a website or anything you want to hype?
Yeah, DougSignier.com. It's DougSaulnier.com.
You open up for
Robert Schimmel. Next
Robert
weekend, we're at Governor's in Long Island in
Great.
Levittown. Next
And you know what? I'm going to start a new website called I'mSorryJoeDeRosa.com. Dude, we have so many people who just want to apologize to you. We're just going to try to get through them real quick, all right?
Okay.
Bob in Florida, you want to apologize to Joe?
Yeah, I didn't call earlier, but I felt the need to apologize that, as a listener, I feel responsible that I've been one of those people that have facilitated the position that would allow Joe to sit here and make a horse's ass out of himself with all the comments that he's made. Like for example, the pit bull tail is creating the condition for a mean dog. That's like saying that if you see a car with a crumpled bumper, that car is more likely to be involved in accidents. No. It's an indication of a condition, not a predictor of the condition.
All right, Bob. Thanks for calling in and apologizing to Joe. All right, John in Ohio. We got to get through these, Joe. A lot of people want to apologize to you. What's up, John?
I'm so sorry. We're never making up to you, Joe. I'm sorry your dad is stinking. Have a good night.
That guy's got time in his hands.
Eric from Nebraska. Eric, what's up, man? You want to apologize to Joe?
Yeah, I called earlier about the roosters fucking the chickens, and I didn't get my point across real clearly, so I just wanted to apologize to Joe that I didn't make it clear enough for him, all right?
Yeah, I thought you were a little harsh when you just talked to him in an even tone. Thank you for apologizing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, Steve in New York. Steve, what's up, man? You want to apologize?
Yeah, man. I told Joe on his MySpace that I was going to listen, and I got wrapped up in my fantasy football draft. And then turned it on at about 11:20, so I feel real bad. I just wanted to apologize.
That's all right, Steve. Don't worry about it.
All right, Steve. Thanks for having a heart, man, for calling in and apologizing to Joe DeRosa. People, if you just tuned in, Joe he's had a rough show. A lot of people said mean stuff to him, and so mean that I've never seen this. Like, this whole people everybody just wants to call and apologize. Here's another guy from all around the country. Jerry from Texas. You want to apologize to Joe?
Yeah, man. I was sitting here listening to the show, playing some Xbox 360, smoke a little herb, and I hear Joe have a breakdown about his M&Ms. I am so sorry, Joe.
Thank you.
I am so sorry.
Well, Bill took them away from me.
But I gotta ask you, man. If you're going to eat that big bag of M&Ms when you don't have the munchies, what would you eat when you had the munchies?
I don't smoke weed, man, so I couldn't tell you, dude, but God only knows. Actually, one time I used to smoke weed.
Yeah, hypothetically, for the love of God, the guy has apologized. Can you roll with the question?
The worst thing I ever ate when I was high, when I used to smoke a lot of weed, was I ate a carrot sandwich because there was nothing in the house, so I put carrots on bread and ate that. That was the fucking most revolting.
And you know what, Doug? I want to make fun of him, but I don't think there's enough time left in the show to apologize to him. So,
but at least there was carrots in it, right?
Rick in Sarasota, this is the last person going to apologize. Rick?
Joe, I feel terrible, and I need to apologize. I was posting on FBA in the listening thread that I made, and I've said some really bad things about your father. And I need to apologize, or else I really won't be able to sleep tonight.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, I definitely did that.
What did you write?
All of a sudden, it's getting serious. Rick, you better get your second apology ready.
Hold on. I said Joe DeRosa is the best drummer ever. His dad learned how to drum on the soft bellies and bottoms of young boys.
All right.
Now, I may be able to sleep tonight due to all the pot brownies I've been eating, but, I just really needed to get this off my conscience.
Okay, well, we're glad you decided to call in. Thanks, Rick. That fucking fan.
The fan sucks.
Falls off one more time. You want the fan to apologize to you, Joe? I know you're real sensitive.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little upset that he wrote the thing on the thread about my
It got
dad.
serious again.
Yeah,
I felt it. I think.
Well, how can't you be?
It's going to be the first time someone actually apologized and got to call back again for apologizing.
Is that slanderous?
To do that? No, I don't think it is.
Your dad
what would
put
you say?
himself out there
Is
by
it
being
slanderous?
Parish. No, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
And we're basing all of this on
line 2. Somebody went to high school with me.
Line 2. Somebody went to high school with Joe DeRosa.
Let me take this now. Let me see if I
hang on a
I'll figure out
second.
who it is.
Steve in Chester. I don't know where that is, but you said you went to high school with Joe DeRosa?
Yeah, hey, Joe, what's up, man?
Who is this, Steve?
Steven from the Catholic high school where you used to play your drums in the band.
Oh, he sounds like an old friend of yours.
What was the name of the high school, Steve?
Back it was 1987.
Now, despite all the people that had Southern accents in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, Steve, I'm not falling for this.
Well, check.
Sorry, I didn't think he was going to keep going.
I had a friend
I didn't think he was
named
going to
Steve.
keep going.
I had a good friend named Steve in high school. I thought that was going to be him.
All right. Well, you know what, Joe? Your little temper tantrum for the last 90 minutes created a whole new bit for this show. A solid. Who knows?
Everybody all over the country.
I guess maybe you're gonna have to lose your shit. But Joe, you know we're just playing around, all right, dude? I don't want you to
just stop apologizing, please.
Dude, it's not just me; it's America. Dude, we had people people in Texas. They never apologize, Joe. They just believe what they believe and go fuck yourself.
Well, most people that called and apologized for smoking weed or eating
half the apologies were roundabout insults.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you want? What do you want from the show? What do we got?
What I want is women who ruin porn.
Okay.
I spent time pulling the fucking audio.
All right. We want to thank everyone who's been listening and apologizing to Joe. We have a return segment on this show. Doug, I don't know if you've been one of our 48 listeners, but we have this thing. You ever been watching like porno and the girl's hot, the whole thing is doing it for you, and then the girl starts getting nailed and she just starts making like erection killing noises, like just the moaning is just so fucking awful it just ruins the porno.
I don't pay that much attention to it, to be honest. I'm actually not a big porno guy, but I mean,
you're really not. You couldn't just roll with it to help me. I finally set up a fucking bit. Actually, you know what? I'm one of the few guys who doesn't watch porn. I go to the gym and I bet $15,000 on the fucking
a lot
Olympics.
Of ass, so I don't need to watch porn.
Wow, you bang a lot. You bang that much ass. You don't. I'm
banging 4 different broads right now.
I've seen some of the ass.
Do you play in a band?
No, I don't. But I jump around like a maniac.
Doug will also fuck anything.
Whoa, what the
First of all,
you?
I've seen it.
Why would you do? See, Joe, you're not a man.
Oh my!
I've seen it.
You're not a man. I mean, look at this.
Are you talking about when we went up to Brother Jimmy's that night when you herded 4 hogs up there? And you're gonna love this. So, Joe,
are you gonna stoop to his level?
No,
here?
Joe gets the hot girl, right? But she's a tramp. She's got the tattoo, the whole thing. We went up to Brother Jimmy's have to stand up in New York one night, and I disappeared and said I'm going to the Irish pub so I can get loaded. And I got my nice chunky broad.
That chick was kind of cute.
Yeah, and then she started making out with the bartender for free shots. And Joe's hanging in there trying to convince her that he's the one for her. I swear to God.
Fucker. No, fucker, I did not. I hung in there for you because you told me to hang.
I respect that.
But that's not why I hung. He told me to hang, and he was like, just fucking hang out for a while with me. And I fucking hung with him.
Wait a minute.
To try to wingman.
Back up, because you went real fast. You're telling me you're hitting on some girl, and at some point she goes up to the bar, she starts making out with the bartender.
She didn't make out with the bartender.
Still hanging in there?
She absolutely...
Wait your turn, sir.
She did not make out with the bartender. But she didn't make out with the bartender, no. She was flirting with the bartender, and she was getting free shots. She did not make out with him.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not. And it was Brother Jimmy's, and she got up on the bar and danced and got free shots.
Yeah.
And I said to Joe, so what I made a mistake by talking quick was I left the bar. And I said, this is absurd. So I left with one of her pig friends. I said, I got to separate the girl from the herd. I'm out of here.
One of her
we go
pig
across
friends.
the street.
But is this girl hot that Joe, who's...
Yeah,
she was definitely hot. But she would have banged anybody who was behind the bar. And, so sure enough, I leave. A half an hour later, Joe shows up at the Irish pub. I'm like, what happened? He's like... She's making out. He said that to me. He said,
I did not say that, Doug.
She started hooking up with the bartender.
Doug, I didn't say that, Doug. That didn't happen.
Joe, don't get offended here,
I'm
Joe.
not offended, but
okay, your voice is going up. I don't want to have Doug have to fucking apologize
I'm not just because I'm
Joe, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry we brought it up.
Yep,
Jesus.
it never happened.
Sorry, it didn't happen.
I tried to go with it. It was a shitty bit. I apologize.
Doug has fucked
the crack of dawn.
Some threes, dude. I've seen them. I've seen him.
Why are you blowing up his whole fucking thing?
Yeah,
he gets on the radio.
Unbelievable.
Go fuck yourself. You guys talking about my dad's fucking kid.
Now he's upset. Now he's upset.
Now he's
upset.
I love it. I love it. This is for everybody.
Give him some M&Ms.
For everybody out there, let me just say this.
Joe, look, M&Ms.
Let me say this.
M&Ms,
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this.
The blue color.
Let me say this. For everybody out there in Radio Land that's listening right now,
God, he's mad again.
Who isn't a stand-up comedian that lives in New York City, you're witnessing right now the double standard of New York comedians, which is they fuck with you and they say whatever they want, and then as soon as you say something back, then you're being inappropriate and you went too far.
Joe, we're sorry.
You say some gloves are off shit.
Doug, are you sorry? I'm sorry.
I am.
I'm sorry, Joe.
I don't want it.
Absolutely.
I'm not asking for an apology, but don't get mad at me when I'm snapping
he's really
back.
mad now.
Pissed off.
Sorry,
Joe.
fuck you.
Sorry, Joe. I do know one thing I learned from the show tonight. I can't fuck any bitches around Joe. He's gonna throw me under the bus, you fucking
I know.
piece of
I would
shit.
never throw you under the bus. I've looked
Doug's
directly.
fucked some threes. Yeah, it's
We
after
just told-
19
we-
Heinekens.
yeah,
it
we-
happens.
Look,
The
first of
Boston
all-
Comedy Club didn't actually bring
And
in
I
the
love
hot
how he didn't
bitches.
blow his own spot up by going, I'm fucking 4 chicks right now. That's not blowing his own shit up.
No.
I blow him up by saying
He's
I've seen him fuck a couple
desirable.
threes.
He's desirable.
Go
we
fuck
said
yourself.
where he's going to be. You know what, Joe? I break a lot of balls. When it comes to a guy getting pussy, I don't do that shit. You
Well,
broke a
Bill.
major rule
Bill.
in engagement.
We have different opinions.
The big movie that day was Beautiful
I would
Girls.
never accuse your father of pedophilia. So we have different standards.
But you know
we
what?
play
If
by.
you did, you wouldn't have to apologize.
Yeah. And you let
I didn't ask
everybody
you
in
to
the
apologize.
Joe, you turned the whole last half hour into a Mother Teresa segment.
Yeah, and you let everybody in the radio behind the guy curtain by just throwing me out there.
All right,
That's
can we
bullshit.
get back to the
Deserved
women?
it.
The
You
women who
deserved it for
ruined
the women
porn?
that you fucked.
All right,
I've
people.
looked dead into the eyes of these pigs and had to smile and say, "You're a sweetheart. Take good care of my buddy." When I know they're going to eat you out of house.
Actually,
Wow, man.
I do.
Are you
I
embarrassed
feel-
right now? Or is that
I
a
am-
sunburn?
No, actually, I got rosacea, if you can believe it. See, that's why I work out. I'm getting old. I just had skin cancer removed. I'm working out again.
What is
I'm back.
rosacea?
It's a skin condition. It gets red. That's why I quit drinking, and I got skin cancer. I just had it removed 2 days ago.
From what? Just being Irish?
Just being in the sun, man. It's awful. It's my second case of it. So that's why
Jesus
I'm,
Christ.
That's my whole point without getting serious with Joe was when you go to the doctor one day and they go, all right, McDonald's twice a week and that shit's got to go. And that's they hit me with that.
So yeah, see, Joe, and did at any point did anybody have to fucking apologize? He didn't see him lose his shit, all the stuff he's been through.
Fuck you!
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't make fun of skin cancer.
No, but I'm just
I
saying.
didn't accuse his skin cancer of fucking children.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at the level of shit he's going through, and no one had to apologize to him.
Nobody had to apologize to
We
me.
took away your candy, Joe, and you fucking lost it.
Eat me.
I'll play back
Play
the tape,
the
Joe.
women who ruin porn.
I'll
Which
play-
would you, Bill? You keep threatening to do it.
Okay. All right, for everybody listening out there, this is for.
So this chick, let me set this up.
Okay. 'Cause this is Joe's. This is Joe porn.
This is before they even have sex. This first clip, I think there's 2 tracks on here. The first track is as soon as the camera pans up and you see her face for the first time. By the way, it's a point of view porn, so it looks like
I love those.
It looks like you're fucking her, right? So the camera pans up, and this is her intro. This is the first
Okay.
thing she says.
This is the first
Just
thing.
Listen
okay?
to her voice, dude.
Joe is in a Red Roof Inn,
Listen to
getting
her
ready
voice.
to do his thing, and this is what he hears.
Well, how are you today? Well, I can tell you, I'm very excited about this afternoon.
How old is she?
She's like 45, dude. She sounds like the mom on Family Guy. Listen to her, dude. It sounds like the wife on. It sounds like Lois.
All right, here we go.
Peter.
Oh my God, what are you doing here?
I have great news. I got rid of the kids. So it's just going to be you and I here today. So we're going to have lots of fun because I've really been looking forward to this a lot.
Is this real?
It's real, dude.
This is terrible. So she's doing like trying to pretend like she's talking
yeah,
to you.
she's talking into the camera. This is the setup. This is the scenario. She got rid of her kids.
Is she wearing a house coat?
No, she's wearing. Well, just play. I think she starts talking about what
He
she's
goes,
wearing.
what is this? In a minute he goes, I love this type of porn.
The point of view porn is the shit. As long as
I love the point of view porn.
I like it because you know what I always hated about fucking porn is the balls and shit and the dick. It's just like it's unnecessary. Like the worst edit ever is you're watching the girl, you're fucking stroking it, and all of a sudden they cut to the guy's face. Like I have to see.
Have you ever yelled at the
His-
screen? I've yelled at the screen when
Oh,
they
yeah.
do that. I go, yeah, cut to him, you fucking moron. And I start yelling at it
Yeah.
because it annoys me.
I just like to yell out unnecessary.
That shot should never be in there. Give me
Ever.
a jump cut. I don't need a cutaway.
Ever.
Just do a shitty edit where her pussy skips on the screen because you
Oh,
had to
it's brutal.
cut 2 things together.
I like how just openly we're talking how lonely it is on the road. This is what it's like to be a comedian, that you'll fucking break it down to this level. Here we go. Here's more of Mabel.
Yeah.
You know what I like to do usually? I like to take down my little lingerie that I have over here, and I hope you like it because I got a really special
I was waiting for it to be like, I'd like to line, please. What is it?
Today. Yeah. And you know what I like to do? I like to play with my tits.
No.
Kind of like to squeeze them a little bit. You know that? Kind of like play with them just a little bit, and just like softly. And just
softly.
It makes me feel really, really good.
I remember during the Korean War. This girl's like 48.
What do you say we play some Baccarat after this today? Do you like peanut brittle? Skip to the
only thing that sucks about the point of view porn is there always is that douchebag going, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, that's not my voice.
Is that what you liked it? Yeah, and it gets extra creepy.
Skip to the track 2. There should be two tracks. Now this is when they're about to fuck.
There you go, Joe. Is that what the fuck I was supposed to do?
Yeah, it really does. I'm getting like a little tweak.
How do I get to the next track? All right, Burr, shut up.
The arrows.
That's what I'm hitting. Sean?
This gets me really hot and horny.
Sean,
horny.
Yeah, I like what you're doing.
Gets me horny, Peter.
Yeah, why didn't you come in earlier? You get your pants down?
Oh, track 2. There we go. All right, here we go.
What do we have over here?
Wait, stop it. Let me set it up. Skip back to the beginning of track 2.
I don't know how to, Joe.
She's
I'm
at
gonna be
this
honest
point,
with you.
she's
I'm
lying.
a drummer and a comedian.
Just so you know this, she's lying on the couch with her legs spread, and the guy's got his fucking, he's got his schlong out, right? And that's what she's referring to right now.
Okay.
What do we have over here? I hope you like the position that I'm in. I thought it was very, very inviting. Just want to stroke you for a little bit. That's so nice.
Oh,
I
God,
find
she's
it very
horrible.
inviting.
Hang on a second. We got a caller here.
It's her.
Adam,
That'd
Long
be
Island.
hilarious.
What's up, man?
That's
What are you
my
saying?
movie.
It sounds like Janine Melnitz from the old fucking Ghostbuster movies.
Yeah, that's a good call, dude.
All right, man.
Thank you for calling Ghostbusters. I find it very inviting.
Dude, how long did you hang in there with this?
I've masturbated to this scene. And finished. It's kind of hot. She's kind of like a hot MILF. Her voice is horrific. But then I got into the
Dude, I saw
fantasy.
some older girl going after you, and everyone was laughing last night at Stand Up New York, and everybody's just like, oh, poor Joe. I'm like, nah, man, I think he's into the MILFs.
I love the MILFs.
Cougars.
I love them.
They're not MILFs, they're Cougars now. That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
That's
they don't
such
have
a...
kids. They're just whores that are out without kids, and they're not a mom.
That they're called Cougars?
They're called Cougars, yeah.
That
I go to
sounds
Elaine's
gay.
in the Upper East Side. No, it's good, because they don't have
I'm not
kids and a
saying-
husband. It's just an age thing.
No,
the
she,
MILF has got a cart and stuff.
I like hot older women. Like this chick is actually kind of hot.
In what kind of a way, Joe?
She's like a tall blonde. She's an attractive woman. Her voice is just awful. That's the whole thing, right?
That's what's killing it for me. I'm just picturing...
But then I kind of just...
Is that what's killing it?
You know the
for you?
fantasy I
She
have?
sounds like
You know the fantasy I have?
the Phyllis Diller generation.
Yeah. She's got such an awful voice, and she's such a dummy. Like, I always picture, like, this is like the kind of chick, like, if you live next door to her, this is the older woman that you really could fuck. You know what I mean? That would be her. It wouldn't be
Look
some
at the evil
sexy...
look on your face,
Yeah.
Joe. I'm really liking that.
The girl next week you could fuck, is she a 3?
You know what I'm saying?
Do I have a
haven't
shot with her?
seen-
No, you don't have a shot.
I haven't seen one of these since the Depression. What do we have here?
And Joe goes,
schlong. Would you like some pears? Some peaches?
Is this the only porn you brought in, Joe? Is
Yeah,
this,
just
this
that
is
one.
the track? Let's listen to a little more of her.
You know what I love? I love rubbing your cock on my clit.
Oh God, that's disgusting. This is horrific. I've literally
Women who room porn.
Joe. That was
It's a bad one.
that was
huh?
that was almost ruined the bit. That just made me not want to do it anymore.
Why?
I don't know, man. That was just like
If you want to
know what it was?
apologize to Billy for
No,
listening to
yeah.
that, go in and
Sensitive now?
apologize
No, you know what it
to
is?
Burr.
I hooked up with this girl one time, or started to, when I was living in L.A. a long time ago, and she was an older woman. At least to me, I was in my mid-20s, and I think she was like 40, 41. And you ever meet somebody like they're young, but they start to they have that old person smell?
Yep.
Like
I don't know what
mothballs?
happened, dude. I
Like
don't know what. No, you know
mothballs?
that I'm starting to decay because the death process has already started. That's what the fuck happened. And I don't know. I ended up going home and just like showering, like just scrubbing like I never had before. And then I laid in bed and I forgot to do the top of my left shoulder. I'll never forget it. Which is an area I think you miss a lot. So I basically was rolling over my side and I smelt it again, and I had to go right back into the shower again. Just screaming.
See, the difference with me and you guys, and
That's what
Joe's
that brought
touched
back.
on it is I'm such a scumbag. I would stay with the chick, and I would just tell her to shower with me. I'm like, I'm going to rub you down and get rid of this disgusting smell, because the night's over, and if I got you in my house, I still want to pound Christ out of you.
I thought about pulling that move before. Like, sometimes a chick will have on perfume that you can't stand.
It sucks.
With like older woman, dude, my mom used to wear this perfume growing up, and like if I smell it on a chick, like Obsession, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They have
if I
rouge
smell
on.
that on a fucking young
Liza
girl,
Minnelli
it's like,
musk.
it's done. It's done. If I'm like, that's what my aunt used to wear. It's like, ugh.
When I hook up a chick,
like young
that I'm
chicks
close
smell
with,
like
I'll shower with
vanilla.
them.
You know,
They just
Bath and Body Works. That's what a young chick smells like. An older chick smells like, you know, Liz Claiborne.
Shag carpet.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Carpet.
They smell like whatever was in
Estee Lauder. You know what I mean? That's what I think of.
Mary Kay. Mary Kay Cosmetics.
Oh shit! Oh, that or they smell like their husband because they're cheating on them.
Hook up with a chick
that.
from the 40s. She smells like a rivet factory.
The fuck are
Leather
rivets?
goods.
Do you remember those chicks when they putting together the airplanes during World War II?
The
What
chick
were they
that would
called?
do this in the poster.
Oh yeah.
We can do it or whatever.
Yeah. She wasn't allowed to have a razor because they used that to make an aircraft carrier.
Oh boy.
Actually, a lot of people don't know that they used women's razors in World War II.
Oh jeez.
To make the flight decks on a lot of the destroyers.
Oh, I find that very inviting.
All right, dude. Are we even doing a fucking show at this point?
Yeah,
we got
of
another
course.
5 minutes left here. Let's try to. We want to thank everybody for listening. Let's do a little wrap up here. Doug, where are you going to be at? Doug Signier, hanging in there. Had to apologize to Joe. I'm going to apologize to you for that because we never had that. You know.
No, that's fine.
Never had it go down like that.
That was
You guys are both
landmark.
great, so it was good. Joe deserves an
Wait,
apology.
real quick though. We got a couple minutes. We talked about guy
Yeah, why
code.
have our guest hype a show? Let's have it all about you.
All right.
No, absolutely, Joe. Run with
the guy
it.
code.
No, absolutely, it's not a guy code.
You know what? I don't want to offend Joe. Let's just, for the love of God, I don't have to apologize.
This is something we talked about the other day.
What's
It'll
that?
take 2 minutes. I want to hear Doug's opinion. Guy code. If you're out with a guy and a girl, right, and you're not friends with the guy, you just know him. Say you met him, he was a waiter at a club, right? He's got some chick with him. He's not going out with the chick. It's his first time ever hanging out with her, right? You follow me?
I'm with you, brother.
He's got no game whatsoever. He's fucking it up. He's not going to be able to close in a million years with this chick. You swoop in. You close it. Are you cock blocking or are you just having game?
Well, first of all, I never swoop anything, but that's fine. No, you have game. If you're on the road, you do it constantly because I don't know these people. I don't give a shit. No, but if we're at stand-up New York or Caroline's or a place where we go all the time, I would never do that. But on the road, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Not a guy that you're
What if you went on the road with Joe?
And he was fucking it up? Absolutely, because that's a story we'd tell on the air, and they'd be like, awesome, that's great. I would definitely... I'd be like, Joe has herpes when he goes to the bathroom.
You would swipe me?
I don't give a shit. I'd be like,
Would
yo,
you swipe me on the road?
Absolutely, that's what comics do. You made it...
I would never swipe you.
You wouldn't?
No,
But
you fuck
said-
threes, Doug. I wouldn't fuck the girls you fuck.
Oh,
but
oh wow. Mr. McDonald, you bitch tits. Fucking asshole. But you prefaced the whole
I
thing
don't know,
by
but
saying...
you know something, Joe. When I see Joe is with some nice-looking women. So.
Oh, no, absolutely.
So, Doug, what is your...
For all your racing needs, tune into the Engine Block on
Alright, well that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.